Welcome.
God
damn!
Perfect.
Timing. Perfect timing.
Perfect.
Welcome
She
back to
knew.
the Lost Steps of Phandelver, everyone.
Fuck shit. Fuck shit.
Oh no, there goes our monetization.
That's
All right.
right. No monetization for you. Come back 1 year.
Funny. Yeah. All right. All right.
Yeah, test 1, 2. Try talking again.
Yeah, check.
Okay.
Hello, hello.
Are we good? All right.
Yep, we're good. I just wanted to. My dupe was loud.
Trapped within the abundant treasure room, deep in the underground trials, our party faced off against several hideous eyeball monsters. As the relentless battle ensued, moments of psychedelic entrapment encompassed our adventurers, testing their minds' fortitude before the creature could be destroyed. Upon slaying the final aberration, the door to the vault cracked open. Yet the impression of urgency remained, as it was apparent that this door would soon reset, potentially locking them inside again. Quickly gathering as much gold and items as possible, the group exited through the door and back into the tomb-lined hallway. With the remainder of the trials looming before them, they press on. That's where we're going to begin this evening.
Yeah.
All right. So, sorry.
No eyes.
Okay. As the door behind you clicks shut, you hear a cha-chunk. The hoop itself that you have come to know as the handle, kind of an odd puzzle of sorts to open the door, kind of resets back in place. And you feel you hear kind of the air pressure change as the door itself kind of locks in place. You're standing here, or some of you even, maybe even out of breath at this point. You stand here in this corridor with one possible direction really to go in. And I will leave you the floor here. You do have treasure last time that you claimed from the room. I have it all written down here. I guess I will just leave the floor to you for whatever you choose to do here.
That's a good thought. Do we want to identify anything, guys?
Or do we want to save it for... Well...
We could.
I think it would be more beneficial to take the time to sit down,
Sure.
gather ourselves, find out what we just picked up, because it could be useful.
Yeah,
All right,
I'd
Spirit
be
Guide.
on that.
You've earned your points. We can listen to that.
Nice. Yeah, that was a fantastic battle. I mean, you guys, Ronan at the end there.
Ronan really kicked ass.
Man, I just can't even.
I'll defer to you because you kicked some booty.
He did
Or
kick
some
some
eyeballs, maybe.
Ronan, you
Some eye
fool.
booty.
Sorry.
Eye booty.
Eye booty for sure.
I can't lie, that it was really enjoyable stabbing those big fucking
No,
eyeballs.
you did a great job.
Okay, so I do have identify prepared.
Let's do it.
What all do we have to identify? It's gonna take me 10 minutes per item, though.
I can say this. Some of you, while you identify D1, if you decide to do that, I have your list here. Some of you grabbed some like a lot of stuff. Like you, for instance, D1, you grabbed 10 heaping handfuls of gold.
Yeah.
And Ronan, you grabbed 15 various gems. Aside from many, many other things. So we can.
Well, I feel like we
do what
can
you
try
want.
and like identify things that might be useful in the future fight, because we
Yeah.
know there's going to be more fights.
We could try like the sets of armor. Actually, I have a spell book that I'd like to identify too, but
Yeah, spellbook, like swords, that kind of thing. Not that gems aren't very valuable, but
yeah. Well, we
Swords.
can figure out
I heard
gems and
sword.
gold at the end. Yeah.
yeah. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. So there's swords, two swords, a set of armor, fancy radiating breastplate.
Yep.
And a short sword with a blue gem.
Yeah, I think I grabbed. Did I grab the short sword with the blue
You
gem?
did. You sure did. Yep.
Yeah.
I want to know about that baddie.
Yeah, a really good
Yeah.
sheath with it too. It's very, very nice set altogether.
So that's. Ooh, let me see.
Yep. Ronan grabbed the gems along with a brash gem, which is a weird word, but for what it is, it kind of describes it. Also a cage that had a little gem inside of it as well.
Yeah.
Griff grabbed 2 swords, 1 suit of armor, along with the 2 swords that he already had attached to his arms that he grabbed from here, and they are +1 to attack and +1 to hit. And that's already on his sheet, I believe, already adjusted. Say D1 did that. Thank you.
Yeah.
So aside from that, you have 2 other swords that you grabbed.
Yeah, 2 more swords.
Mm-hmm.
So
And we can always investigate the door at the end of the hallway while you're doing that.
Yeah, so I'm thinking with set of armor, 2 swords, that's 3. Fancy radiating breastplate is 4. Sword with a blue gem is 5, and my spell book is 6. That's 66 minutes. So if you guys, it's up to you guys if you guys want to sit down for 66 minutes.
Would that count as a long rest?
It would count as a short rest. Now I don't know if
I'm
it
down
would
with that.
count as a short rest. For me, it might. Light activity.
I don't think it lets you get short rest if you're actively identifying.
I don't think so either, yeah. So it would be a short rest for you guys, yeah. If you guys decide to sit and wait, it would be a short rest for you guys.
I probably would. What do we get back on a short rest?
You get hit. You get hit die. You get to choose how many. And also, I think you get as a fighter. Sadie, you probably know more than I do.
Yeah, for
With the
Griff.
fighter.
Too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I get too much back on a short rest, but yeah,
I'm pretty sure you get everything except for action surge and your healing one.
You get your second wind back. That's it. Which you
Oh,
didn't.
so I
you
did
didn't,
get
and
second
you didn't
wind.
use your second wind. Did you use
Yeah.
Enola? I'm trying to fix your sheet.
He did use Enola.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he used one Enola. And did he use action surge in that battle? I can't remember that either.
I
I did not.
believe he did not. Yeah.
I think you did.
I think you were going to, but then you decided against it.
Yeah,
But I could
I
be wrong.
thought I didn't,
Yeah, that might. Yeah, that sounds right.
because I'm pretty good about actually taking that down.
Yeah.
But
So
who knows?
actually, you got everything, and you're only down 3 hit points.
Yeah,
So you're not gonna get
So
much from
fuck
a
it.
short rest, Sean. So you could probably explore ahead while maybe Bat takes a short rest.
that
What
works
would,
for me.
What would Miss Brandy get? I don't
Yeah,
know.
can I hit this little short rest button?
Did I set yours up? I might have. See if it works. If not, I'll set it up for you. I set up Chomsky's and Brandy's, or Griff's and Brandy's.
Ooh, thank you, man.
Yeah.
How do you set those buttons up?
So if you look at all your resources, you see where you have your second wind and your action surge and your those
Yeah.
boxes right into your. So if you click the little gear, reset on. See how I have long rest.
Oh,
short
gotcha,
rest,
gotcha.
Yeah, so you can set the reset on that.
That's pretty cool.
Wheel there.
That is not as bad as I was thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll some hit dice, get some health back.
Yeah, I'm doing okay HP wise.
Yeah, and you don't get much back either, so if I identify and Bat takes a short rest, technically Griffin and Brandy could go explore ahead a bit.
Yeah, me and Sword Arms could go.
You and
Edward Sword Arm.
Edward Sword Arms, that's right.
Yeah, whatever his name is.
It's great.
Yeah.
Stabby Hand.
Yeah, the red guy.
Pokey Boy. Oh, wait. Yeah, let's do it.
Pokeboy might be,
That might not be what I'm thinking.
Pokemon.
Pokemon, perfect. That's your new name, Pokemon.
Oh my
Pokemon.
god.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, one. That is a bummer.
It's better than none.
All right, so
It's a
as we
lonely
sit here,
number.
I'm just gonna ask so Ronan, you are taking a short rest, yes?
Yep.
All right. Short rest. And D1, what are you doing in this time?
I am identifying 6 items.
All right.
At
Let me
11 minutes apiece, which will be exactly an hour and 6 minutes.
Sorry, I spilled my drink everywhere. Give me 1 second.
Oh shit!
Oh shit.
Yeah, I'm an idiot.
We've all done
Clean
that.
up. I'll rig.
The only thing it wasn't my drink, but okay.
Oh, fuck.
So identify 6.
Yep.
Which 6 items?
All right. So for starters, my spell book or my book,
Oh, okay. Let me.
which is the
Are you talking about the one that you got from Trebre?
yeah, I believe it's called a Tomb of Athazar.
Perfect.
And then I'm doing the set of armor that we found in the room.
Okay. Griff's armor.
It not the study that he's wearing, but there was another set that we shoved in. This is all the bag
Brandy's?
holding stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
So I think it was a set of plate armor that we shoved into the bag.
Yeah, the Brandy's armor, the platinum and pewter with the gold filigree. That one.
Was that the plate set that we chucked in? Yeah, it might be. Yeah.
Well, Brandy got a breastplate specifically.
Okay, so fancy radiating breastplate is separate. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so
I
that,
just
yeah.
want to get this right. So you're talking about Griff's suit of armor that he got.
Yeah, I was
I
about to
thought-
say that.
Oh,
'Cause he
so
grabbed
I
his-
thought I grabbed the whole
oh,
plate.
okay, that's
set.
right. So
Yeah.
he's wearing studded leather, and then he grabbed
Yeah.
another set of plate. That's right.
Right.
Okay, yeah. So Griff's plate. Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Got it.
Not-
Got it. Spellbook plate. Got it.
Yeah. The 2 extra swords.
All right.
The fancy radiating breastplate,
Okay.
and the short sword with a blue gem.
Feel like we're taking a fast food order here.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm highlighting stuff here, so I know what I got.
With
All
a large, with a large Coke.
All right. Anything else that you're throwing in there?
That's 6, right? Armor, 2 swords.
1, 2, 3, 4. I'm counting 5. 1. Wait, 6. Yeah.
6.
Yeah,
of
the 2 swords.
Yeah.
We're just gonna count those as 1.
Okay. So it'll be 55 minutes.
Okay. Do you want to add anything else? Are you happy with that?
Maybe I can add something else. Let me look.
So you
We are
have,
sitting here for an hour.
yeah, you have a couple of choices here.
I'd toss that brass gem on the pile.
You could.
Kind of curious what that do.
The gem or the ring?
Nope. You have the ring too. I forgot about that. Yeah. Yep.
Toss another gem on the Barbie.
I'm up for requests here.
What else did we have? We had the brass
Wonderwall.
the gem within the cage. I really am curious about the gem in the cage.
It could be another.
I
Yeah,
feel like it was like a homunculus that died and dropped its gem.
That's quite possible, actually. That's a good point. Cage with a gem in it. Yeah, that makes sense, actually. All right, let's
I
do.
know.
Yeah, let's
Rare time.
do the cage gem then. Why not?
Okay. You got it. All right. So I have the spell book, the 2 swords, the suit of armor, the breastplate, the shiny one, the sword with the blue gem in it, and the cage with the little tiny gem in it.
Yeah, we'll do those.
Okay.
Things, yeah.
All right, cool, perfect. So, D1, that's what you are doing. Griff, what are you doing in this time?
I would like to use my movement. Do I? Oh wait, no. I would like
What's
to
up?
just explore ahead, pretty much.
All right.
I'll try and shout over to Brandy and say, I might need I might need my water wings.
Yeah. Let's go.
Someone's got to cover my ankles here.
Brandy, are you moving forward as well with Griff?
Yeah,
Is that
yeah.
the plan?
It's
Okay,
like that Leonidas in 300. You must guard them from knee to ankle.
Really, the Achilles is what I'm scared.
That is awesome. All right.
Ooh. How far can
So-
we go? Is this gonna mess anything up?
Yeah, just give me 1 second here.
Yeah,
Before you guys move ahead here, Ronan, a couple of things, sir.
Hmm?
You kind of come in here in the corridor here, I would imagine, and you're pretty tired from that fight, but you are exhilarated at the same time. You feel your heart is pumping. The glaive that you're holding on to, you feel strong with it, stronger than you did. You certainly tapped into some kind of special power here, Ronan. Something that you weren't necessarily that familiar with before this. And in this moment, you feel a warmth kind of in your pocket. And you know this warmth. You felt it before as being the Parathis.
Yeah.
And as I'm assuming you probably take it out and get a good look.
I think I would just like tap the pocket that it's in. Just
Yeah.
I'm just sitting here pretty like stupid smile on my face, just really content.
Yeah. You feel a sting almost. Not a painful feeling, almost like a shock to your body that emanates from your scar, your mark, if you will, on your left shoulder at the moment. And it kind of bursts through your body in this moment. There's a sound, Ronan, that you hear. It sounds like tearing. It's very distant. It's only for a moment. But then directly after, you hear the tearing sound. You feel a chill. And that's all. In this moment, I would imagine you would probably want to check out your gems, yes? Your jewels. You kind of
no
want
rush.
to... No rush?
Yeah, I look at it as just gold.
Perfect. Well, you've got them. You've got them for whenever you want them, and you have you managed to grab 15 of them up, Ronan. So, all right. So in this moment, D1 and Ronan, you're kind of hanging back here. D1 with the materials, the items kind of scattered out in front of you there, in this place, in a pretty well lit area here. Brandy and Griff. In front of you is a very long hallway. I'd like both of you to roll a perception check for me, please.
Okay.
Perception.
Perception.
Oh, why do my eyeballs not work? Damn, nice roll.
Oh.
It's all right. It's all
Brandy
right.
sees all the things.
She's got the,
Okay.
the eagle eyes.
Tonight at least.
It's that lower
Or
vantage
owl
point.
eye.
Call, motherfucker.
Cacao.
Oh my god. So you guys
She's a beast, man. She's fucking.
She is. It's true.
Leading the charge.
I'm assuming that you're both probably very curious about the carpet in front of you, which is why you haven't moved. It's so funny. I can tell you, you feel a lot more confident in this hall here. As you begin to kind of take steps forward, carefully, Brandy, you notice Griff kind of tagging behind a little here as he doesn't want to get hit by a trap necessarily. But you notice the carpet itself. It's been here a while. There doesn't seem to be any impressions that there are pressure plates or tripwires or anything of the sort anywhere along this corridor here. But you do notice another thing, Brandy. There are more tombs here.
Yes.
Along the edges of the corridor here, especially kind of halfway down between where the two kind of the carpets between where they meet, you can see there's a rather special one here. It's kind of decorated a little bit more special than the other ones that you notice. Kind of that same old dwarvish, ancient dwarvish language that you've all kind of come to recognize in this place.
That none of us can read.
None of you can read, yeah. It's funny. But thanks to D1, you know that it's ancient dwarvish, and you kind of have a roundabout idea that you are in some kind of tomb of some great once warrior of one time. And I will hand you the floor, Brandy.
Well, I feel like I walked down this corridor earlier with someone else before we went into that room. Yeah. So we know that we can walk down this corridor at least without getting eaten alive.
Yeah, that's right.
We did not stop to look at any of these tombs. I feel like we only looked at the one earlier on. Are these little things on the wall? So there's tombs with like and they're just open to sight. Like we can just kind of look up and see that there's dead bodies in there.
Oh, so there are coffin lids, if you will, on the side, same kind of a deal as before.
Okay.
These ones are the same. They're not much different aside from the detail on this one here.
This one in particular is fancy. Well,
yeah.
All right, sword hands. There's nothing for you to do over here because you can't. Hey, listen.
Pokemon.
Pokemon, come over here. Well, you can't do anything because you can't really open the lids, and neither can I.
It's all good. I was not meant to do much.
And also,
I've got Anula's hands, I think.
You do.
You do have Anula's hands.
I can spirit hand some shit.
Does he still have those?
We can desecrate some graves if we wanted to.
So he has 3 charges right now. They each last 5 minutes apiece at the moment.
Okay. Can I add that to my sheet real fast?
I think Sato might have already done that because he is a wizard.
I don't think I did the hand specifically.
Oh, okay.
I can add those for you.
I can't remember.
Yeah.
You know what? I think it was.
Sato.
I think it was.
How you do that.
I think it was 10 minutes, Sato. Actually, I don't actually have that particular.
Minutes. 3 charges of 10 minutes. Okay.
3 charges of 10 minutes. Yeah.
And he does not need a new
Cool.
up for that. He can just do it anyway.
Right. You can do it anytime you want. Yep.
Can we just add it as one of those boxes?
We'll give you more later, Griff.
Spirit hands, I guess. I'm just gonna label it spirit hands.
Yep. I'll give you a card and stuff
And
officially.
it's for long rest, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
No worries, man. No worries. Yeah, your connection with Enola is growing more and more, Griff, as you experience and adventure
My
here.
e-girlfriend.
Your e-girlfriend?
Coming to life.
Right. Yeah.
So can we see if there's all the coffins have lids on them, pretty much?
That's right. Yeah. This one in particular here is a little more odd. This seems to be kind of a bigger door, if you will, or lid, kind of here.
I'll go ahead and pop the spirit hands and just kind of slide the lid off, just to see what's inside.
It's quite sealed. It's pretty solid here, Griff, along the outside edges. I would say roll an investigation check, both of you, to see what we find here.
Okay.
As far as helping you out.
Investigation. Goddamn. Holy shit.
Yeah, that's a 5. And that is a 17. Nice roll, Brandy. You see the top right hand, the bottom right hand corner, Brandy. You have a really, really good, here's what the short jokes again. You have a really good view from underneath the corner here where the stone seems to be just enough not chipped away, but kind of there's just like a little bit of a space there that you might be able to slip something underneath.
Okay. Like a sword hand?
Yeah, like a sword hand.
We got 2 of those.
Or a knife or a pry bar or something of the sort, yeah.
Yeah.
I was born for this.
You were born with swords? Your poor mother.
I was created for this purpose.
You got
Yeah,
this.
I'll try and pry it open with my sword hands, crowbar style.
Okay, Griff. What we're gonna do here is I'd like you to give me 2 rolls. This is gonna be a little bit different. I would like you to give me a dexterity check first, and then give me a strength check. Or actually, rather, not a strength check, an athletics check. So acrobatics or for first, or it'd probably be better, more beneficial to you.
Yeah.
With your modifiers.
Dex.
Yeah, dex. Yep.
Boom. Jesus. God damn.
All
You see,
right.
we say that.
Yeah, I know, right? It's true.
I'm rolling like I literally have swords for hands.
Griff, there seems to be a little area here where you can slip the tip of your blade in. Unfortunately,
Just a tip.
something at some point. Well, how do I even say this? It just doesn't seem like it's gonna budge with just by using your sword. You're gonna need something a little bit more substantial, we'll say.
Oh, can I just shout over to Brandy and say, you got any daggers or anything you could try and pry this open with?
Sure.
Anything you can fit in there?
Yeah, I'm sure I have a dagger that I don't care about that much. I can try and open it
All
up.
right. Yeah, roll an acrobatics check for me, Brandy. Let's see what your luck is like. Evidently, way better.
Oh my God.
It just goes and goes,
Your
man.
rolls are insane tonight. So you begin
There's a
to
lot of averages.
yeah.
This
You know,
is fucking
honestly.
Murphy's Law. I'm Murphy.
I know. So you go to stick the blade in, and you're just unable to, Griff. Kind of, it slips out of your hand, kind of a little, or rather, your hand. It's kind of
See what
slips.
you did there.
It's off your stump.
Oh no! It slips a bit, but then, Brandy, you kind of see what he was trying to do there, and kind of, you have a thinner dagger. You're able to kind of get a better angle on it, and you're able to slip it in there. I would
You
like you.
loosened it for me.
Yeah, for sure. Roll a.
He just helped him guide it in.
Yeah.
Roll an athletics
Totally
check
blade block.
for me, Brandy, to see. It's going to be a high one with your dagger here. A pretty high one.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
But as
Roll
you begin
for
to
anything.
kind of
Nothing.
shake it back and forth, Brandy, you feel this thing is going to take some strength to kind of pry it with this little dagger.
All right, well,
Shake.
we tried.
Yeah.
It's probably nothing in there anyway.
One of the other two can always try when they get bored later.
I am curious what's at the end of the hallway.
Yeah.
There's a door down there.
There's a door with like a head on top of it, if I recall. Engraved
Oh.
face.
Okay. So, as you kind of slip your dagger back into its sheath and turn around here, you realize kind of the gold, Brandy, catches your attention just for a moment, like the inscription or the text or whatever it may be here, the ancient Dwarvish. And you can very distinctly see a crown atop of some kind of head. The impression here as you kind of turn away from it and look down the stone hallway in front of you, which is pretty close now. But in your within your distance here, you can see there are some oddities about it, and that's all I'll say for now. You're kind of in the middle of the hallway here, Ronan. You're kind of still kind of relaxing, savoring the moment here. And D1, you are continuing to wield the threads of the weave. Yeah. To try and figure out exactly what you're dealing with here. And I can tell you before we even finish, the light show that happens in front of you, D1, is extraordinary. We'll go ahead and go back to Brandy and Ronan. Is there anything else you wanted to do kind of in this moment? You're kind of, I feel bad. You're kind of sitting
No, I'm just chilling.
Okay.
He's a warlock. He wants his spell slots.
He's got his pants back, man.
Yeah, of course.
It's
Honestly,
true.
I was all right with pressing forward.
Okay.
But, yeah.
Nice. All right. So I guess at this point we'll just give the floor to Griffin Brandy here for just a little bit longer here. And then we'll go back to D1. You have the floor here.
All right,
Gonna do my signature stupid move, and I'm gonna just like kick the corner of this carpet, just to see what's underneath it.
Sure.
Carpet shark.
Yeah, Griff. You kick the carpet up. Aside from like the layers of dust that once like sat upon the carpet itself, you see underneath the carpet is just stone. Looks like maybe either a granite or a marble, something very, very valuable.
I'm gonna say one of these days there's gonna be a secret entrance down there.
That's true.
Nice.
There could have been like 1,000 spiders instead, but
Oh god. Trying to stab every individual one.
could have been so many spiders.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, you got it.
All right, well then let's move down to the end of this hallway and see what this door is all about.
Let's do.
Okay, you're just gonna kind of head down the hall here, and I'll just give you a brief. You pass another kind of tomb here on your left, as you continue on here, and it doesn't look as important as the one that you tried to kind of get into, but this one here is different in the sense that there are two kind of tombs there. There's kind of one on the bottom, one on the top, with a lid on each. And it doesn't seem that special. And as you get closer here to the door, a couple of things happen. Number one, the breeze that you feel in the hallway here doesn't make much sense to you. For starters, it seems pretty sealed in this area of this place that you're in right now. The cobwebs, the spider webs above you, and the doorways that kind of span over the passage in front of you, they kind of wave in the wind a bit in the breeze as you see the moving air is happening. As you get closer, there are two fairly large suits of armor from what you observe here, larger than what you would normally see, in a place like this. You would imagine these are larger. Another thing that you notice is that they don't seem to be sitting on a form of sorts or a stand or anything. It seems to be one coherent suit of armor, all attached to one another. Very extravagantly painted in light blues and golds. kind of whirly, wispy patterns across the shoulder. These very large shoulder-plated pieces, and the arms themselves they seem almost rounded off in certain areas. You can see above the door there is a stone face. Oddly enough, kind of out of place, a different shade, if you will, of than the stone around it. The stone face has a very peculiar expression on it as you approach. It begins to change from a gaze, just a gaze out into nowhere, into more of a postured kind of serious, concentrating ish look on its face as it appears as it looks in your direction as you approach.
Huh.
Okay, so fancy.
It's a little bit creepy.
Yeah.
Do we recognize the face at all?
Yeah, have we met the guy before?
Yeah.
Grandpa?
I would say no. This looks distinctly different from the lion head that you remember coming through.
Okay, so we don't know whose face it is. I'm assuming that these guys, like next to the sets of armor, are like burning coal.
That's
like
right.
braziers.
They are. They are.
Brazier. Such a weird word. And they are on fire, right? Like
They are. As a matter of fact, that's a great observation. As you walk towards the door, the both of them begin to. You see the embers begin to kind of light up from
What
it.
the heck?
You see the light that it creates around you here.
Oh.
Were they burning before we walked up, or did
They were not.
just
No, because they're haunted.
releasing those haunted gas?
What the heck?
Something smells haunted.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's probably me.
Nice.
Silent but dead.
Indigestion is fine.
Too many rotten peaches.
Does this door look like something that we can open?
So, as you look at the door here, I'm gonna go ahead and change the screen for you just for a second.
Okay, sure.
So as you look at the door itself, what you see, and forgive me for the crude job here, what you see is you see this the head on top above the door here, the entrance, but you also see kind of in the middle of the door here, you can see that it's two doors in the middle,
Sure.
kind of a ring on each side with a very odd, large triangle pyramid shape with kind of a center circle in the middle, and then you can see there's like a six-sided. It looks like something goes there.
Sure.
It's hard to see what it possibly might be, but it's almost like you can see like
Some
the
kind of
impression it's, like,
indentation.
burned in. Yeah, exactly.
It's the Star of David.
All right, Jesus, come out of
There
here.
you go.
Jesus,
Holy
take the
Jude.
wheel.
You know that means there's a lot of
The
gold in there.
Judah.
I knew I needed you at some point in my life.
That's great.
Oh man.
I see
Okay.
what you did there.
And so, as you observe, you see that there is something that fits there.
We have something that fits there. Don't we?
Coins?
No, I feel like Death's right.
We have to
I'm
have.
not sure.
I'm gonna scroll through our history. We gotta have something.
I think
I'm
you're
sure
right.
we
I just
do.
can't remember picking up a giant.
We have so many
Star of
different
David.
things. It would have had something. Well, I feel like we got something, but I can't remember what it was.
I don't have anything like that I can see fitting in.
In my history, I know. I was looking through the Discord, and I feel like we did. I don't think we grabbed anything in this room that we just defeated the googly eyes, because those were just like golden statues, but nothing that was like this.
Do we still have the cage that gem was in? I know this is gonna sound stupid.
No, I mean we would. I think was that one of the things that D1 was doing history on.
Yeah, I think I have it back in the main room.
That's kind of the only thing. Maybe the bottom of the cage.
Sure, I mean that's a good guess. I took the goat cat statue, but that was just for fun, not for. That was just for personal reasons. I don't think it has any.
Home decor.
Yeah, it was just for my bedroom. It's fine.
Shiny.
We have weapons and stuff, but none of that's gonna fit in there.
No. I'm kind of curious about the suits of armor as well. Like, do these suits at all? Like, do they? Are they like? Are those statues, or is the armor like removable?
Roll an investigation check, Griff.
Hell yeah! Investigation. Yeah, there we go. It's better than a 5.
All right. What do we get? A 10. So they all, both, there's 2 suits here. They both seem like one cohesive suit of armor, almost like an actual knight standing here in front of you. Not on, not suit of armor, kind of on a mannequin or on a wood statue or anything like that. These seem they're unanimated for sure, and they don't seem alive to you with your 10. But there's something odd about them, definitely for sure. Brandy, roll an investigation check for me as well, please.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a crack at one of these guys.
Gotta be a natty 20.
Oh, what?
Nice call.
Called it.
Kidding me?
So funny.
That is insane. That's insane. Oh my god. All right. Fair.
You gotta go gambling, Brand.
No kidding. No
You gotta
kidding.
go play some craps or something.
Well, you gotta come with me. That's all.
It doesn't seem alive with your dad.
That's hilarious, the other one.
Yeah, I caught that.
So, okay. Brandy, you get a really good look over this room here. You're kind of puzzled in the moment. You see the door, you see the symbol, kind of the star here. You see there seems to be a connection here in your mind. And as you begin to look over the suits of armor here, you see something very interesting that catches your eye. Embedded within the center, top center of the helmet of both of these suits of armor, Brandy, is a half of a 6-pointed star.
Of course it is. All right. Well, let's
Not too shabby.
Ah, yes, the old Nazi dungeon.
I was
That's an
standing on
Adam
top of-
Sandler reference. If you guys didn't get it.
That was awesome, dude. I totally placed it. I was sitting here laughing the whole time, giggling.
Oh, fuck, that flew right over.
Too shabby. Yeah,
No, me too.
the Hanukkah song.
Oh, fuck, I'm too
Not too
uncultured.
shabby.
Swine.
Dude, I'm sorry. I don't even care. I love Adam Sandler. I'll derail for him any day.
No, he's hilarious.
I grew up with all his movies and stuff, so And his comedy. What the hell happened to me? And
He's
they're all
very
gonna laugh at
funny.
you. All that stuff. Oh man.
His stand-up is great.
Oh, so fun.
One of the goats.
Hey, goat. Okay. I'm sorry.
God damn it.
All right, sword guy. So we've got two things of armor here with one each half. I'm assuming to fit into this door. So let's I don't know. It's on top of their helmet, right?
That's right.
Well, let's see if we can. Well, I'm afraid if we go take off their helmet, they're gonna try and attack us.
Yeah, I'm getting some weird vibes.
Definitely gonna try and kill us. So
I think maybe we just report back to the other half of our group. what
yeah,
we
make them
found.
do it. We don't even have to tell them nothing. They could just. We'll just tell them, and that's fine.
Is this the move? Is this the plan?
Yeah, let's go back there.
Okay.
I'm down. Scout
Sounds good.
report done.
Sounds good. And as you begin to make your way back, D1 and Ronan, Ronan, your short rest is complete.
Sweet.
Yeah. So and you feel good, Ronan. Like not only do you feel like recuperated, but you feel invigorated. At this time, Ronan, roll 1d20 for me, please, sir.
You feel constipated.
An 8.
Oh shit.
All right, very nice. Give me 1 second here. Oh, sorry, I'm grabbing my little die here. Because, I never play with them. Yeah, I gotta use a little die tonight. They're tiny, you can hear them, they're like... Oh, 7. So, Ronan, you regain 7 hit points on top of what you gained for your roll.
Sweet.
You also feel the stinging, kind of not a painful stinging, more of like a just to let you know it's there kind of feeling. Is kind of begin to reside. All right. D1.
Yes.
Christmas time, my friend.
That's right. Well, yeah.
All right. So, I guess this is as good a time as any to go ahead and give you the goods.
Nice.
So we'll do that now.
Before that, real quick,
Yes.
I only needed 4 to top out on hit points.
Oh, perfect.
Or are the other ones just wasted?
They're just kind of, yeah.
Just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, thank you. Good question. All right. So, D1. As you kind of conclude your identify here, a couple of things of note here. As you started the ritual ceremony, what am I saying? You began to see dancing lights kind of before you. Blues, greens, purples, pinks.
Damn.
Yeah, it seems that there's some magics absolutely for sure at play here. The first of which is Brandy's short sword with the blue gem.
Yeah.
The first thing that you notice is the gem itself. The gem is tourmaline, I think. I can't pronounce it very well. I even looked it up. Is it right? Damn it. Nice.
Tourmaline. That's right. Tourmaline.
Tourmaline, yeah. Which is a transparent kind of blue, very brilliant light blue gem. And it's actually worth 100 gold pieces if you want to write that down, the gem that's in the sword.
Oh yeah.
On its own. The short sword is exquisite. It is a +2 to attack and hit. And that's it.
Okay.
That's the short sword. And you can see the pommel itself as well, D1, is made out of like a very thick, maybe silver, from what you can tell here. So it's pretty pretty valuable sword here, if anything, if not powerful.
Nice.
All right. As you place the short sword to the side here, D1, you are met with the breastplate that Brandy picked up. Absolutely just brilliant. It almost has a radiation about it, D1, that you noticed before you even began to perform the ritual here. It's made out of platinum and pewter. It has some gold filigree along the edges of the where the arms would be. And another thing too, there's a blue, very, very hard to see, very light blue runic symbol, D1, that lines the inside of the breastplate. Kind of a shimmery runic symbol, if you would. And it's a repeating symbol. It just kind of repeats over and over all along the inside of the breastplate here. It actually, it's quite valuable, D1. This breastplate causes you to be at 19 Constitution, regardless of what it would otherwise be.
Is that good?
Ronan?
That's stupid good, yeah.
Is that that's sweet? I mean, great. I didn't know you used Constitution.
Everybody uses the Constitution.
Yeah.
That's your health.
It also radiates light up to 10 feet. If you allow it, if you choose it to. It's not an all the time thing, so you can turn it on and off. 88. I totally forgot to include that. Oh, my paper here. That's exactly what it meant to be, but I didn't have it written down. Okay. All right, that's the breastplate, D1.
Okay.
Here we go. I'm sorry, I'm trying to go quick here. We're gonna go ahead and go to the cage next. The cage is quite small, D1. Probably maybe the size of a basketball. What's a basketball? Maybe a small basket, we'll say. Yeah, exactly. What's a basketball? The cage itself, the spacing between the bars on the cage, D1, is very, very close together. This thing was meant to hold something pretty small, as to not get out. And as you upon further inspection here, D1, something amazing you see in the bottom of the cage here. There's a diamond in the cage, D1. It's pretty big, about the size of the tip of your finger.
Okay.
The cage itself doesn't seem to be magical.
Ooh, free diamond.
There is 2 swords. Griff. 2 swords. Okay.
Hell yeah.
These swords are short swords, Griff. The ones that you long swords that you grabbed.
Okay.
And just make sure I have the right paper.
I was about to be like, fuck.
Yeah. So
Give them to Brandy.
2 long swords. They are +1 to attack and damage. And also, these actually have another interesting power. They, during your long rest, if you want to write this down, I actually will have a card.
Yeah, I've got my notes open. I'm
making notes in the bag of holding.
Oh, perfect. During a long rest, these will give you advantage on your perception checks. They are called long swords of the Scout.
So
Ooh,
after
okay.
how long after a long rest?
Yeah,
Or
that's a good question.
During your watch,
during your watch.
particular watch, yeah, it'll give you advantage on your perception.
Long swords of the Scout, you said?
Yes.
Thank you. And it's +1.
Yep. +1 to attack and
Okay.
+1 to damage. Yeah. Yep. You guys got some good stuff. All right. I'm trying to go through the list here. I see it. That looks absolutely horrible. Christine got stung or bit on actually on her butt. She does a lot of gardening outside.
Oh, Jesus.
You gotta wear like spray.
You got to get
Wow.
over there and suck out the venom,
We
right?
gotta get some deep woods.
I was thinking of saying that.
That's awesome.
That works.
There you go.
She
Do
has
your
this
boyfriend
giant
duty.
well right on her butt cheek.
Oh.
I feel bad for her. All right. There's two of those. So you grab two of those. They're rare enough on their own, but you have two of those. Aside from that, you have a suit of armor that you identified as well. D1.
Yeah. I do.
Okay. Let me make sure that I give you the right one. That would be hilarious, wouldn't it? Okay. This is a full suit of leather. This is studded leather, as a matter of fact. So it's not, it's not amazing. The great thing about it is once you start to like move it around on the floor here, D1, you notice there's a couple of things you notice or don't notice. There are magics at work here that increase your stealth while wearing this this set. It is a breastplate, 2 gauntlets.
Okay.
Oops, my bad. Ignore that. Ignore me.
Okay.
Nah.
So what do
So
you
they
mean
give
by
you-
increased stealth? Yeah.
Okay, so they give you +2 to stealth, and they give you advantage on stealth checks while wearing them.
+2 and advantage.
And advantage.
Ooh.
It's pretty good, but you have to wear the set in order for it to work.
Wow, that is strong. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty strong.
So you
Okay.
have to attune to 3 pieces.
Well, it's considered one set, but you have to wear the whole. So it's a breastplate and then like the greaves, like the gauntlets.
Okay.
Yeah. So you just have to wear them in order for it to.
All right. Is the set attunement?
It's
Or
not.
No. Okay.
None of this
Oh,
is
damn.
actually. None of this is attunement. None of it.
Oh, holy shit.
Yeah, not even the short sword. Yeah, not the breastplate. None of it. That's one of the reasons it's so special. Yeah.
What does attunement mean again?
So you're only allowed to have 3 pieces of attunement gear on you at one time.
Yeah. So
Okay.
attunement is usually like really strong pieces of magic items or strong magic items. And
Gotcha.
certain magic items in the game require attunement, and it's to limit how many of that powerful of items you can wear at one time. So, yeah.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah, if an item's attunement, that means you can only have, it takes up one of your 3 possible attunement pieces you can use.
Gotcha. Like legendaries or whatever.
Kind of, exactly.
In a way.
All right. So last item, D1.
book.
Best for last. The spell book, which I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this is the journal, right? This is the one that you got from Trebre.
I believe
Correct?
so, yeah.
Okay. Just want to make sure that I'm not thinking of something different. Inside, as you flip through, you see there's a lot of notes here on, and I was going to make a joke about this later, but since you opened it, I won't. There's a lot of notes in here about the different trials and theories about how to accomplish them. This is almost like a kind of like a field journal, right? Like a lot of research notes in here, a lot of very odd symbols. One in particular you notice as you flip through them, D1, there's a door, and the door is very peculiar. It has kind of a pyramid symbol on it with kind of a ring, and then there's a very clearly a 6-pointed star that's split in the middle. You can also see that there's an arrow that turns to the right on the star there, and then there's also another description there, D1, where there's an arrow that is turned to the left with a big skull symbol next to it. As you flip through towards the back of the book here, of the notebook, D1, you notice there are a couple of spells, from what you can imagine, what you can gather here. Unfortunately, and you're going to hate me for this. You're going to absolutely hate me for this. Unfortunately, at this time, D1, they make no sense to you, even with the identify.
Ooh, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's like, oh, well, now I hate you.
No, I feel
Yeah.
bad. I feel
It's
bad.
all good. But it looks like spells.
It does.
Can
It
I
looks like spells.
Can I
Yep.
tell what language it is if I cast a comprehend language?
Sure.
Or I'll be another 11 minutes. Or
Yeah.
10. I think that's 10 exactly.
Sure. You can absolutely if you'd like to.
Yeah, let's do comprehend.
Nobody's in a
language.
rush, so.
Yeah. Sure. We'll just say for the sake of it, we'll let you do that as the time goes through here, as we kind of go back and forth between the group here. And just for the sake of it, we'll say that you're able to read it, or rather read what it is. It's a very odd language, D1, and for the first time ever, I get to actually have fun with this comprehend language thing. Because Fries does it to me all the time, and I can't do anything about it. So the language, D1, you don't understand, but you've seen it before, and you know that you can probably acquire more information on this language probably somewhere in this place. Probably here in the tomb itself, or in the trials, or maybe even from the person who wrote them down, being Trebre, you think.
Okay.
So I'll say in that sake, you don't have to spend the spell. The spell is slot if you don't want to. Is that a
It's a
cantrip?
No, that's comprehend
Yeah.
languages is a ritual. Sorry.
It's a okay. Never mind that. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, no harm, no foul. You really haven't learned anything new except for, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Remind me if I did that right. I want to make sure I did that right. I'm pretty sure that comprehend language doesn't necessarily guarantee that you can read it. But it'll tell you how to acquire more information about how to read it.
Here, I can link it for
Yeah,
you.
I think that's right. Yeah, let me see it if you don't mind.
Yeah, I'll link it. Comprehend languages.
Yeah, for the days you understand little meaning of spoken language.
The literal meaning of any spoken language you hear.
You also understand it.
Any written language that you see. You must be touching the surface of which the words are written.
Okay, I was wrong then. Okay, wait, the spell doesn't. Oh, this is not a secret message. Text a glyph. Okay, this is fine.
Okay.
Sorry about that. That was my mistake.
Yeah.
Okay, so you do understand the languages. God damn it.
Okay.
It is mostly abyssal.
Ooh, interesting.
Yeah, there's some spells in here, D1, that are incredibly powerful. Some of them aren't even complete, don't even seem complete to you. There's one in here that says something about not enough supplemental material, something about fire shield. There's actually a couple of different, we could talk about, I'll give you the list later.
For sure. Well, it takes me like time and gold per spell level to transfer it into my spell book.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. I'll give you the list.
Yeah, cool.
But for the time being, you can tell that there's info in here you could probably use in this place.
Gotcha. So mainly the six-sided arrow with the six-sided star with the arrow right and left.
Yeah.
And pick of the door with a pyramid. Okay.
Yep.
That works.
Yeah, you see some info about about some of the different trials, about fighting the undead, and about the door, about sticking your hands in nostrils, and choosing the right levers and such.
Interesting.
Yeah. However, there is no mention of any kind of a treasure room. There's one thing that you did notice. I have it written down here. I had to remember to tell you.
Yeah.
There's no mention of a treasure room at all. Just the vault. The vault is the only thing that's it's referenced in here.
Gotcha. Alright, well, I'll look at Ronan here and say, you feeling all rested up? Maybe we should catch up with the others? Might
Oh
have
yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, there might be some valuable information in this book here to help us get through whatever we have ahead of us.
Right on.
Alright.
I guess we'll make our way down to the door.
Yeah, on that note, I'm going to, slowly start making my way to catch up
Sure.
with Randy and them. I'll bring Rummy
Okay.
with me.
Yeah. Perfect.
When I catch up with Randy, I'm going to remind her that she left Bitters in the back room.
Bitters.
But Bitters is hanging out with us, but I don't know if you want him to come along.
All right.
He's probably snoozing. Lazy ass
He
bird.
could have been taken.
He was taking his own short rest.
Where would we be without Bitter?
I don't know, man.
That's
The
right.
ground.
I'd be more depressed.
You, I know.
Bitters does add a little sunshine.
Bitters.
Our drinks
Bitters
won't
knows.
taste as good.
What the? What does bitters do? Wait a second. That's true.
All right.
She compliments Rummy.
Yes,
The
exactly.
adventures of Bitters and Rummy.
I smell a one shot.
We got our own offshoot fucking
Yeah.
series.
All right.
Okay. So we'll come up and we'll start asking, like, hey, what have you found?
Well, we have found these two suits of armor. Totally harmless. I think.
What are you doing?
Okay.
Stick to the plan.
Insight check.
I think
These
on top of their heads,
fires.
right?
Yeah,
Something?
the symbols that it seems like the symbols that fit into the door are on top of these knights' heads. And these fires only start when we walk close to the door, which is kind of fun.
Interesting. I'm gonna try to sneak my way forward and inspect the door in comparison to the notes that I
All right.
just read within the book that I have.
Yeah, I love it, D1. Roll an investigation check, D1, with advantage.
There's nothing.
Look at that.
24.
Nice.
There are absolutely similarities here for sure. The carving of the head isn't quite right, but you're assuming it's probably because it's not something that was actually seen to jot this down. This is more of maybe something that came out of a book or something, and they made a picture of it based on what they read. You could see absolute similarities here. There's a 6-pointed indentation here, a star, kind of in a very obvious pyramid here right in front of you as you kind of look down into your notes, D1. You can also see beside you here are two very, very large, in your eyes, with who you are, I can actually tell you a little bit more detail here. These are constructs of some sort. These are not just suits of armor to look pretty here. These are 100% meant to guard, if you will, the door here. In the note, and you rolled high, so I'm giving it to you. In the note, in your notes there, in the book, D1, right beside the face, it says, "Only the pure can pass. Speak purity and proceed."
Speak purity, eh? So I guess I shouldn't tell him a story about that one night with the bar wench.
I knew something was coming. Nice.
Hope you got paid.
That's right. So if I inspect that star, is there anything that turns or moves around it or on it?
Yeah, we'll carry it over. Yes, actually, it looks like the circle in the center there does seem to be on some kind of a rotational mechanism.
Okay, well, I am going to turn that to the right.
It seems locked in place at the moment.
Okay.
It seems like something. It's empty. There you can see there's an indent of a star here. If you can kind of understand where I'm going with, I can show you the thing here. Let me give you a better.
Do we have something that might fit in that indentation?
Yeah, I kind of put it on the title card so you can see it.
You're
better.
trying to spoof the lock.
Yeah.
So you can see it there in the middle of the pyramid.
Yes. Okay. Do we have anything that would fit, or I'm gonna inspect the suits of armor for anything that might fit that shape?
Or the bird cage, or whatever. The bottom of the cage is round.
You think the cage?
I don't know.
Maybe. I mean, I can check the cage. I think the cage is round, though.
Shake the cage.
Yeah, let me check.
I would say
check the suits of armor for anything that has that.
Sure.
shape.
Sure, I would say, well, you're all here. You're all standing here. And kind of you've been looking here, and Brandy actually, she sees you kind of, I'm assuming,
Yeah.
standing here kind of looking around. And Brandy, you've already seen kind of, you've gotten a good look here. And as you see D1 kind of looking around, I'll go ahead and give you the floor here if you want to have a conversation, or I can spill the beans, whatever you'd like. Whatever you guys want to do.
Are those braziers, whatever the fuck?
Yes.
Are those things bolted to the floor, or can we move them?
That is a fantastic question.
Because
That's a
before
silly
we,
question.
I want to kind of just like put myself in the corner and like ready my legs to kind of kick it over.
Sure.
towards this thing.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, they don't seem to be attached or fastened to the floor. No.
Hell yeah.
Oh, is it just in case these?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm smelling what you're stepping in.
Yeah, I'm gonna shout over to Ronan and say, "Hey, maybe get ready to tip that other brazier over on the other night, in case these things come to life."
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be so easy as
Alright,
picking up the helm and sticking it in there.
listening to you talk, Rummy's gonna skedaddle right the fuck out of that. Rummy's gonna be like, "I'll hang out down here."
But I gotta go. I've got important things to do, actually.
That's right.
My wife is calling.
Rummy's
right.
smart, man.
Did somebody yell dinner?
Oh, nice. All right.
That's why Rummy's our leader, low key.
Oh, it's great.
So
It's great.
the symbols are on the armor, right?
Yeah, on the top of that helm.
I'm gonna try and pick one of them up off of the helm.
Oh. All right, Ronan. So,
My thought is these things are the key.
Yeah, I just feel like we're gonna trigger something and they're gonna start
Yeah.
to attack us, which is fine. We can take them out for sure. But
Yeah, I'm just gonna yell out to everybody. According to this book, I'm not quite sure the meaning behind it, but right, good, bad skull or left skull. So take that.
Okay.
Take that for whatever you think it means.
all right, Ronan. I'd like you to roll a, and these are pretty tall actually, but you can definitely get there, especially with your glaive. I'd like you to go ahead and roll me an acrobatics check, Ronan, which is weird, but we're gonna just for funs. It always happens when I say just for funs.
I thought that as
it's
soon
an
as you
evil
said it,
word.
I was like, God damn it.
Just for
All
fun.
right. Yeah, it's just for funs. It's not gonna affect too much. Ronan, as you begin to kind of
I believe Bach still has a broken leg just for funds rolls.
That's right. Just as you begin to kind of lift your glaive up there, Ronan, you get a good look kind of at the construct here in front of you. There's a little bit of a wobbling that happens, but you catch yourself, and everybody kind of sees the helmet itself, Ronan, it has a very odd kind of out of place. I mean, well, not really out of place, but you could see that there's a half of a star. It's very odd, kind of in the helmet, kind of in the front of the helmet, pushed into like an indentation that's kind of looks like it's made for it almost. But you can tell that it probably will pop out of there if you just give it a little bit of a budge. And I'm assuming you are giving it a little bit of a budge. Yes.
That's for Ronan.
With your acrobatics of 4, we're gonna just pretend that didn't happen.
Well, with Diz having said turn it to the right, that's what I'm gonna do.
You're gonna turn the
one in the helmet.
Oh, okay. As you begin to reach up, Ronan, it's pretty tall. You kind of get up high. It doesn't seem to turn in any direction. But now that your hand's up here, Ronan, you can feel it wiggles a little. You might be able to possibly pop it out.
All right, yeah, I'll try to pull it out.
You're gonna pull it out?
Yeah.
For sure?
Yeah.
100%.
Pull out.
110.
Okay.
I'm all in.
Nice. Ronan, you do. And you hear it kind of a click sound. As you pull it out, you observe, and the edges of it, Ronan, it's very weird. The edges of it are lifted up. It's kind of in half. It's not cut in half. It looks like it's made that way, almost like a puzzle piece. And the edges of it, the outer edge is kind of outlined, is pushed up more, and it has soot. Surprisingly enough, Ronan, all around the outside edge, as you kind of wipe your finger along the edge of it, you see that. You realize.
So did it move?
Doesn't seem to be any activity from this construct in front of you. Not for the moment.
I wonder if we have to do something with both of these things.
Do you want to notice him do that?
He does.
I'm gonna look and go half a star, which means on the door there's a full star. So we obviously need the second half of the star. You got half of that armor set, so I would only assume the other half. And I'm gonna take off this suit of armor's helmet and look for a similar second half to the star.
You're gonna pull it off for sure?
Yeah, I'm gonna see if there's a other half.
There is.
Star.
Can I shout over to D1 before he actually?
Yeah.
pulls
yeah.
out?
Please.
Can I say maybe we should see if Ronan's half does indeed fit before we go taking another helmet off. It might set something off.
True. Yeah, I'll yell to Ronan and say, see if your hat sort of fills in half of the indent in the door.
Yeah, go up to the door and inspect that.
Sure. Ronan, as you begin to walk close to the door, the stone face above the door very oddly looks in your direction as you begin to approach. Yes? You gotta walk up close? Okay. Ronan, one piece of, you can see that this actually fits quite perfectly into the right side of this indentation here, kind of making up the half of a star.
All right.
I will look at Diz and be like, yeah, this is definitely the key for this door. Do we have to say something?
Well, let's try putting this other half in, and I'm gonna go with turn it to the right, not the left. If it turns when both pieces are in, that's the only thing I can think of that'll. So with that, I'm gonna give Chomsky oh shit, we'll see what happens. Look, I take grab.
I've got my feet on the cauldron here.
That's right. Get ready to melt this mofo. And I'm going to take the helmet off and try to take off the other half of the star from the second armor set.
Okay, D1. You begin to remove You begin to pull at the piece here, and without too much work, it clips out. You can hear it click. As soon as that happens, there's a moment of absolute just silence, and then there's a clunk, 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 clunk. You hear it kind of in the door itself. D1.
Ooh, on the other side of the door.
Yeah.
Oh shit. I'm gonna be like, I'll ask Ronan to come up here and. Let's see what the fuck happens.
Yeah, we'll do that.
You're gonna go ahead and put it in the piece here. And which direction are you rotating?
Definitely to the right.
To the
To
right.
the right.
Okay.
Yeah.
As you put the pieces in here and begin to rotate, the fire in the braziers begins to kind of shift and sift around. You can see, Griff, you're kind of there. You begin to see this kind of very odd magic kind of happen here, and until the fires themselves go out almost completely for a moment, and then you hear a clunk as the door itself is opened.
God
Oh,
damn.
sweet shit.
Well done, guys.
Oh,
Is that a dead guy?
As the door itself opens, I don't know if you guys can move in. You should be able to.
I'm afraid.
I know.
Everyone
as
else
you,
go first.
yeah. As you look into the door
You wanna come in?
itself,
Bye.
you see many spider webs, cobwebs, all over the room, and that's where we're going to take a break.
Nice. Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun. All right,
You
well
were
done,
so
guys, on
overly
that.
Cautious about that door.
I know, it was great. It was
Just like,
great.
fuck it, the key's right here. Just
Hey, you never know, Reed.
I know, it's
Yeah,
right.
He can,
It's true.
he can hide some shit.
That is
that's
true.
very true.
Oh man, fun times. Yeah, well done on that puzzle. That was easy for you guys. I'm so glad, D1.
Wish
dude.
we would have read that fucking book before we
I
stepped in
know,
here.
Yeah.
I know. That was
That could
hilarious
have
to
been
me.
a smart idea.
So originally I was going to like actually make a notebook for you to scroll through, like with actual things on it. So, but I was like, man, that's gonna be. It was gonna take so much time, and that's the only reason I didn't do it was because it would have been like 30 pages.
Holy fuck, dude.
Yeah, I was gonna put a lot in there, but then I was like, man, I overdo shit like that all the time. So
Yeah,
I just
I'd
decided to just do it.
definitely
It's something that we completely fucking ignore.
No, right?
We don't even look
It's
at it.
true. Oh man, so no, I'm glad this worked out, man, and you actually like looked in the book and stuff because that's what it's for. So
Nice.
fun times.
I forgot where we picked that book up. Was that Trebre?
I think so. I'm trying to
That one
Yeah.
was. I
Yeah.
have one that I picked up off of a pedestal in the cave network.
Oh, okay.
Oh, maybe it was.
And
Yeah, Trebright handed that to you when you before he went unconscious.
Gotcha.
Yep, it was kind of a sorry to put it this way, it was kind of a Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade kind of deal, you know.
The diary.
Yeah, the diary. Yeah,
Nice.
it's kind of what it is, more or less.
as long as we're not running from boulders.
Well, yeah. Just remember, drink out of the ugly cup.
That's right. It can't move out of the seal.
You have chosen poorly.
Holy. That's right.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm old.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Well, all right. If we're on
All right, I'll
break,
be
I might be right back too.
Yeah, we'll be right back. I'm gonna. Yeah,
Sounds good.
Cool.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Well, fine. Fuck all of you.
Fuck, I gotta get some Bluetooth headphones, man.
Yeah, is Bluetooth the way to go?
I don't know. I'm so used to being wired in.
I mean, me personally, I've always preferred wired connections, but I knew Sato's headphones are wireless, and they're pretty fucking good.
Yeah, it's got like the technology has caught up to the point where it's like you don't notice too much of a quality drop, but
Yeah,
I mean, nothing beats your gold, 5mm cable. Just
true, true that.
what I really need is a dedicated sound card. Just inline in my motherboard is not so hot anymore.
Ah. Yeah, I've been really fucking lazy about doing anything with my computer lately. Like, I got a 4 terabyte hard drive that I'm gonna put in, but I just
shit.
haven't fucking shut my shit off and done that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, at least SATA. Is it SATA or M.2?
SATA.
Damn. Yeah, I mean, those are pretty easy to install. It's just a bitch to fucking cable manage it once it's just snapped in there.
Well, I got like a little bracket basket for all of my hard drives.
Oh, nice.
I can stick
Hot
like
swap.
4 or 5 in there, yeah.
Damn.
I mean, right now I only have 2. I have one which is just solely my OS and like some of my music. And then I have another that's all of my video games.
Yeah, that's what I do too. I just have my OS on a SSD and all my game data on my hard disk drive. The old spinning platter.
There's a dude on YouTube that uses old tech like spinning discs to make music.
I think I know exactly what you're talking about. He made he does a lot of different songs, but I think he did Seven Nation Army.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, he's pretty damn badass, honestly. Like, just the amount of coding that you would have to do to get all the pitches right is like, what the fuck?
A lot of time and effort, but it is pretty fucking enjoyable.
Right? Yeah, it's definitely like an art.
Yeah.
Hey, Sato, are you back?
Negative Ghost Rider.
Motherfucker!
I'm back, rowdy how.
Nice.
Hey, I just got back now.
Nice fucking
that,
Sato
that was a
impression.
beautiful impression, by the way.
That was good, yeah.
I'm sorry.
That was really good.
That was
I was
fantastic.
I was gonna tell you, man. The next time you do identify, I will have cards to give to you to give to people.
Oh, nice.
So
yeah.
I'm sorry that I didn't do it that way for you tonight, man. I want to do it that way because it's cooler for you. So
Well, I mean,
sorry, I kind of took
yeah,
that
it's,
from you.
it's all good. It's all good. That way I can flash it on the screen for the recording, which would be cool. But
Yeah, exactly. But
yeah, no biggie. Oh, and Chomsky, for headsets, man, I'll tell you right now, man. I don't know how you guys literally tie your head to the wall. Doesn't that drive you nuts? like your head is tied to the fucking wall, man.
It kind of does drive me nuts right now because yeah.
I bought a while ago, back when I had the money. I bought the Razer Black Shark wireless headset.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, probably one of the best purchases I ever made, I have to say.
Yeah, dude, that'll do it. I mean, your mic quality is really good. So.
Oh, the sound on these is awesome. They're super comfortable. I like lie down and sleep with them on. Yeah.
Oh fuck, man. Okay, yeah, I definitely gotta spend some coin on that.
But I would be standing up and walking away and like yanking my computer off the fucking support and like cranking my neck, and yeah, there's no way I could tie my head to the wall and not get up and walk away like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I would never remember. Yeah, wireless headsets are. I mean, the freedom. Like I said, I just went and made tea, and I can still hear you guys well. You know what I mean? All the way in my kitchen, and yeah.
Yeah, man, I definitely got to get on that.
Yeah, it's. I don't know. The technology. Wireless headsets are just amazing. Like being able to walk around and still hear.
I'm just like, I grew up in that era with the wireless headsets where they were just like, you walk 10 feet away and it just goes to shit, or like, it sounds like you're just listening through a potato.
Oh, yeah, no, these ones. So if I go too far, sometimes it'll just clip off and on. Like I'll hear you, and then it'll sort of go beep doop, and sort of I can't hear anything for a
Yeah.
second. Then it'll go beep doop, it'll cut back in. Like if I'm too far, but it doesn't change the sound quality at all. The parts that I can hear. Like I said, I was in the kitchen and it was working fine the whole time, which is probably, I don't know.
Nice.
Kitchen's probably 200 feet or something like that.
Oh shit! Oh my god. Okay. I mean, yeah.
I would assume that is less about the distance and more about what's between you and the computer.
Yeah, I think so too, because there's two walls.
It's
two walls
really,
between
it's
them.
funny. I'm learning about this, but it's the wavelength of the signal. It doesn't travel through solid objects, you know. So
Yeah.
so like Bluetooth, yeah, it's good if you don't have walls and stuff between you.
I could see that. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, not having your head tied to your computer is a big advantage, I think.
Yep. That's great. Yeah, no, I am definitely like physically tied to this thing.
You are. And if you just got up and walked away with forgetting you had your headset on, it would be trouble, right?
Ah, that happens a lot, dude.
Yeah.
Just fucking rip them right off my head and keep walking.
That's right.
Well, can't do anything now.
Yeah. That would drive me nuts. Like, I'm strong about wired mouse. So, like, I fucking hate wireless mice, but...
Yeah.
I don't take my mouse with me when I get up, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's not a
Yep.
big deal. But your headset's attached to your body.
And as a gamer, it's like you need your mouse to be accurate. You can't
Yeah.
have any little 1 or 2 millisecond latency on that shit. It feels
No.
terrible.
I know. I swear.
Right. Fucking mouse battery dies in the middle of a raid.
Oh my god, I know.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
Fuck! Sorry, guys. That repair bill's on me.
Yeah. No, so true. Yeah, so for a mouse
funny.
and shit, I could totally see you wanting wired, but for a headset,
Mhm.
man, fuck, I don't know, man. Wireless headset's the way to go.
Yeah, I keep hearing that. You've been using that one for a while, man. You
Yeah. Like I said, it was like $200 Canadian, which is cheaper in America, I'm sure, but
that's
Fuck,
pretty
holy
good.
shit, yeah.
Pretty good amount of. It's a nice pair of headphones, man. You could probably
Yeah.
produce with those. Probably pretty well.
yeah, like I said, one of the coolest purchases I've made in a long time.
Yeah, that's like one of my, just like, it feels so good when you actually buy a piece of tech that's like, whoa, like changes your life.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I'd never had. This is my first set of headphones, so I've never had the attach your head to the wall type before ever. But I knew right away that fucking that was gonna be trouble for me because I'm not used to it. I'm used to just using my desk speakers, right?
Yeah,
And
That
I'm
makes
like,
a lot more sense, yeah.
Yeah. So
How
like,
is,
if I tie my head to my computer, that's just gonna be a fucking disaster waiting to happen. You know what I mean?
oh yeah.
On
So-
your computer's like
you
on the
disperse
wall.
Headphones. On the expensive side,
That's
your
right.
computer comes down to the wall.
That's right.
Oh,
Yank my
shit.
computer down and fucking snap my head back and fucking wreck my headphones.
Yeah, that would
So
suck.
I was like, yeah, I don't want my head attached to the fucking wall, so I'm like, I gotta go wireless right off the start. But yeah, I looked through like so many fucking YouTube videos of best ones and stuff, and there are better ones than the Black Shark razors, but for the price,
Yeah.
like if you want to get better, you can pay $1,000 for a fucking headset, man. Like no joke.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
especially Bose, man. Anything in
Oh,
Bose
yeah.
is like Jesus.
crazy, and other brand names too. But yeah, for right around the $200 price range, these ones were like rated super high, and I'm like, yeah, I'll fucking try them. Plus the fact that they were really lightweight and comfortable, which Yeah, and already, even though these are like slimmer, lighter weight headset, my ears still get hot, so I couldn't imagine wearing those big, fucking huge ones. You know what I mean? But
That's what I've got. I've got the big cans.
oh yeah, okay, nice.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it
I've put up
gets
pictures
sweaty.
of them before. They're pretty. The black sharks are pretty nice.
Yeah, I mean, did you notice? Because I was in the same boat for a long time. I didn't use anything but just desktop speakers, but I noticed a huge difference in just listening to music, man. Like,
Oh yeah, big time. And
it's so much better.
yeah, the sound, and even movies, like movies that have like 3D.
Really?
Yeah, like you can hear. I think all headsets have this, but you can hear like sounds from the. It looks like it sounds like it's coming from behind you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like your desktop speakers don't do that shit, right? Unless you got a full surround
Yeah.
sound system. But I just have the LG, 2 tweeters and the fucking bass, right?
Yeah, now that like omnidirectional sound is definitely one of the benefits.
Well, and also, do I have the knock one on here? Let me look. I don't. Let me add a sound. So this knock on the fucking sounds is crazy. Where is it? Let's see if I can find it here.
That soundboard knock.
Yeah, the sound part knock. Here, I'm gonna try to upload this.
Hey, Riggs, is that radiant breastplate medium armor or is that heavy?
The radiant breastplate.
Yeah.
That one is plate.
Okay, so it's heavy armor. I
Yeah.
was right. I can't wear it. Womp womp.
I know. I'm sorry about that. It sucks.
You guys got that? You're listening again? Are you guys wearing headsets right now?
Yes. Do it again. Oh, I have mine turned way down. That's all
Yeah,
right.
dude, I hear it.
Can you
right
hear that?
and then left. Yeah,
But does that literally sound like somebody's fucking knocking like on the other side of the room?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
scary.
It's fucking so trippy. It was
Scary
during
right
rain,
now.
I've gotten people to like fucking go check like if someone's knocking on their front door.
I had to look down to my cats to see if they were responding at all, and they weren't. So I was like, okay, I'm fine.
So he did that in the other D&D group one night, and Ankh kept looking behind her shoulder. Like, it's
Yeah,
pretty funny.
but that
That's
only
great.
works with like good 3D sound or like surround sound headphones, right? Like it's
Yeah,
so
it
fucking fucked up, man.
I'm on a surround sound sound bar, so that knock just kind of
Oh.
like travels around the room.
Oh,
funny.
badass. Nice.
Yeah, it's like my favorite.
Oh, man.
There's that. It fucks with people, that one.
I've got one for you. So if you like that effect.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll link it to you. It's just a short little. Yeah. Oh
Is
god.
this
Oh god. Fuck yeah. It's his best fucking song.
Oh my god.
Right.
All right. Is everybody back? Is everybody here?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Hell yeah.
Roll for initiative, suckers.
All right. So, as you step in to the room here, the light itself kind of coming in from the opposite room, pretty, lighting the room here pretty well. You see a couple of things here. I'm going to go ahead and just open the floor here and just kind of let you guys... I don't even know why I have the damn grid on. I'm sorry about that. I just realized the grid was on.
Oh, is the grid on? It sort of is matching in with the tiles, so it's not.
Yeah, it's hard to tell with the tiles.
Oh, okay. Nice. You have the floor?
Interesting. Well, first of all, we'll do a griff here and
Yes.
roll up this carpet first. Carpets, man. You gotta check for
No,
carpets.
that's okay. That's great. That's great. You're gonna just
Yeah.
roll them both up.
Yeah.
Nah, one of these days.
One of these.
One of these days.
Nice. I gotta actually hand them over to Griff and go, here you go, some carpets for you.
That's fantastic.
The only carpet I get.
That's right.
And before you
Dirty floor carpet.
before you took
I
them up,
wouldn't lick them.
no peaches here.
You can't stop me.
So before you pick them up, you notice that they are laid out in a very distinct pattern. It kind of resembles like an eye.
Yeah, I did kind of
It
notice
looked
that.
like an
Yeah.
eye.
Yeah.
All right. So the eye carpet.
What are these pillar-like things?
I'm glad you asked. They are columns, Ronan, and they
Okay.
extend from the ground, from the floor, all the way up to the ceiling. The ceilings in here are maybe 14 feet high. Where the throne itself is, as you kind of step in here, you see directly across you from the door, on the same level, there is a throne along with a corpse sitting in it. There seems to be a fairly large two-handed mace, from what you can tell, sitting next to it. You have the floor.
Yeah,
Dave,
I'll look at Ronan and say, should we check this corpse out? This is probably something.
I think that's the last thing that we should dick with in the room.
That
I just
could be
I
a good
gotta
idea, yeah.
Listen, I ain't digging nothing in this room.
My bad.
That's right.
To make it up for you, and I'll point the chest out to her.
Ooh.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
I'll club them in here.
there are.
Oh, it's one of those. Oh, yeah, there are quite a few, huh?
Do these? I'm assuming they're Sphinx statues.
They are, Ronan. As a matter of fact, and without any kind of investigation or any kind of perception check, Ronan, you notice from a distance they seem like they're made out of solid gold, but as you get closer, they're made out of maybe bronze. They're very large statues, or from what you can tell, they seem to be statues.
And what are these like pillars in the room for them?
Yeah, they are. So they're columns, and they kind of they extend from
Columns, yeah.
from the floor all the way to the ceiling.
Okay.
About 15-foot ceilings.
And there's like little crowns or something.
Yeah, so there's also banners in here.
That's what
They
it is.
seem to be a couple of them seem to be kind of knocked over, maybe just over time, fallen over on themselves.
Okay.
This scene itself, all of you can tell, like, it's like an elephant in the room here, that this
Sure.
is very, very peculiar.
Yeah.
It's like a king sitting on a throne, but
But
dead.
he's dead.
Yeah, along with all of his banners around him.
Rip.
He's not dead, he's napping.
Is there
That's right.
anything to
Listen.
indicate that these Sphinx things are like turrets for a trap?
Roll an investigation check, Ronan.
Yeah, go check out their feet or something.
Investigate the sphincters.
Oh God.
The golden sphincter.
The golden sphincter.
18. Very nice. Very nice. Ronan, from what you can tell, as you begin to walk around the outside edge of the sphinxes here, there doesn't seem to be any marks or cracks or any kind of hidden areas. Furthermore, there doesn't seem to be any kind of mechanisms at all to these things. They seem to just be here maybe for decoration, which seems odd to you. They seem a little out of place, but they don't seem to be, from what you can tell.
If I knock on it with my glaive, does it sound hollow or solid?
That is a great question, Ronan. It sounds hollow.
Alright, I don't trust these fucking things. These chests
Yeah.
are placed in a peculiar manner. Like, I feel like a flame jet could possibly come out of these.
Oh, yeah. Well, what can we put in front of them? There's not much in the room.
I feel like if we just don't... If we're not in front of them, I think we'll be alright.
Flame jet comes out its asshole.
All the chests are directly in front of them. If you want, I can come up and hold my flame-resistant shield in front of its face while you try to drag these chests more into the middle of the room.
That's a good
Yeah, we
idea.
can do that.
Okay.
All right,
I'll come
sorry?
up- yeah, so I'll come up by Ronan here, and I'll stand literally right here.
All right.
I'm gonna press my fire-resistant shield right against the front of the base of this Sphinx,
Yes.
and ask Ronan maybe just drag those chests like out more into the center of the room, and we can leisurely inspect them.
I was gonna say somewhere like over here.
Drag them. Yeah, that works. Wherever you think.
Okay. Is that the plan?
Yeah, well, I'll
Sure.
grab these
All right.
chests up here.
All right, Ronan. Which chest are you grabbing first?
Whichever one looks smallest.
It'd probably be this one here, I would say.
Alright.
So, Ronan, as you walk over towards the chests here, you see there's kind of a ring on each side. And Sato, damn it, I almost went the whole session without it. D1, you are donning the shield, yes? Holding the shield up?
Yeah, my
Okay.
fire beetle shield.
Perfect. Okay, Ronan, as you begin to, or rather, you see the two brass rings on the sides there. I take it that you kind of grab one and begin to kind of drag it.
I'll
idea?
try and just pick it up.
Just to pick it up. As you begin to pick it up, Ronan, you hear a click sound as a
fuck.
pressure plate is relieved. You hear for 1 second and then out of the statue, a jet of fire blasts forward, completely absorbed by D1's shield.
Oh, damn.
Yeah,
Good call.
very
Look
well
at
done.
that go.
Very well
Okay.
played. Yeah, very well played, you guys.
I'm gonna tap my head and then I'm gonna point at Diz.
That could have been bad.
Nicely done. Okay, as you're doing this, Brandy and Griff, you hear the fire in the moment, and I imagine you would turn around, but you have the floor.
Well, let's not
Yeah,
jump in front of this thing.
chests are questionable.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
like
I'll
you
yell over. Once we get these three moved, like off these pressure plates, we can come down and do the same with the other two on the bottom.
Sure.
Yep, I'll try and continue doing that.
Sure. Okay. Next chest. This one here.
Yep.
All right. You begin to move the chest, Ronan, and there is an additional click, and you hear the sound of fire as it shoots out. D1, roll a. We're gonna say an athletics check for me, sir, just because the force of the fire is so much that let's just see how much you can stand it here.
Okay,
He's a
well,
book.
I think my concentration's probably run off of my weapon now.
Oh
so
yes,
I might
yeah.
Switch it
Thank
back. Switch it back to guidance
you. Gotcha. Yep.
and athletics.
Athletics. Yep. You got it. So you got a 1d4 on top of that. Yeah. That's
20.
really good.
Dirty
Really
20.
good. So D1, you just lean into it like a champ. I
Nice.
mean, it's totally taking it,
Nice.
and you can see the fire beetle shield is not only kind of absorbing the brunt of the flame in front of there, but you can see D1 as you're holding the other side of the shield. It's quite cool on the other side. All right. Very nice. Ronan, the last chest.
Yep.
All right, let me do this way because the chest and the gold are all different pieces. So sorry about the magic ending for just a second.
Okay.
All right, we'll just
Yeah, just have them drug out.
Theater of the mind.
Theater of the mind, exactly. The chests are retrieved in the middle of the room here, kind of away from this threat from what you can tell.
All right, so whoops.
The gold is in the
Slowly-
chest. It's
Yeah.
just, yeah.
I'm gonna slowly make my way down to the other side of the room and stand right approximately and look at Brandy and Griff and say, "All right, try dragging
Round
those
two.
chests." Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Ding.
Very nice.
Hold
All
your
right,
breath.
which one are
Do
you
the
taking?
little Hail Mary. If you got prayer breeds, grasp them now.
I'll just grab the one in front of me. And
Yeah,
right.
listen, I'm just
Yeah.
gonna take a step back over here.
You got it, Brandy. Griff.
You guys got this.
As you begin to grab the
oh yeah,
the
the
ring.
guy with no hands.
I know, right?
I believe in
got a
you.
Loop underneath the ring. Just drag it up. You can see there's most definitely a pressure plate there, and it is relieved, and you hear a, and then you hear the fire just shooting out from the Sphinx's mouth. D1, roll an athletics check for me, please.
Come on. Roll
You're getting your workouts in.
20. Yep. Ooh, 12.
12. Yeah. So D1, you lean in, and it's a little bit shaky at first. Kind of the shield is a little bit caught off center just for a moment, but you manage to recover and you kind of lean into it and you absorb it.
Nice.
Whew.
All right. One more chest.
All right, I'm gonna try and grab it chopstick style, without trying my best not to depress the plate.
Perfect. So you just gotta dragging it. Just drag it off here. There is another click as you hear the sounds of flame once again.
Oh, fuck.
D1, once again, my friend, roll an athletics check for me.
Uh-oh.
Last one.
Here goes nothing.
You got this.
Hey,
18.
nicely done. So let me tell you that guidance saved you on that second roll.
On that second roll, nice.
Yeah. All right. D1, you lean into it now. You're kind of quite used to this now. And with really, really good planning, you guys, really good planning. You are able to kind of collect the chests here in front of you. I can move them around here if you want. Kind of give you an idea what you're looking at.
Hell yeah.
That way you can see it. Bam.
Nice.
Nice little stack of loot going on.
It's true. One of them seems to be open and empty. Well, there's some gold in there. If you want to,
They're all
I'll leave it
trapped.
to you. As you stand here, kind of with a corpse on the throne. Very odd. Very.
Do I see
creepy.
a necklace or an amulet on that corpse?
Roll an investigation check for me. It's quite far. How close do you want to get?
Oh, from right where I'm at. A 9.
A 9. It's really hard to see from the distance. And the way that it's kind of cocked in the seat here, Ronan, it's kind of
Yeah, it looks
really
kind of
see.
slumped over.
yeah.
Noticing the bat was trying to take a look at it, I'm gonna get Rummy to fly, 5 feet above its head and look directly down on it.
Yeah, I'm also curious about just the rug. Looks like he's sitting on a rug there.
Yeah. All right. Rummy flies above. Designation 1. Roll an investigation check for me. Do it with advantage.
Okay.
You're a little higher, a little better perspective with Rummy.
Yeah. 25.
Oh,
Thank God that
look
was
at that.
advantage.
That's really good. All right.
Yeah.
As Rummy gets really close to the throne here, D1, there is a keyhole on the very edge, right here, of the throne itself. A keyhole. Doesn't seem to be any visible doors in the room from what you can tell, but there is absolutely a keyhole. As far as an amulet, there doesn't seem to be anything around the neck of this. But with your 25, I'm going to give you a little bit more. This corpse, D1,
Yep.
isn't a corpse. This is a stitched together abomination of some kind.
Ooh, that's interesting. So it's more than one body that's kind of been stitched together.
Ooh, human centipede.
That is
Oh,
blasphemy
listen,
there. All
And
right.
upon closer inspection, you can see the right leg seems to be of a different creature and species than the left leg. The left leg seems to be like there's a lot of bone on the left leg. The right arm is pretty thick and muscular, as the left arm is very skinny. Only has a couple of fingers on it.
Interesting.
The head is very bulbous and unproportional. It has two eyes, from what you can tell. A mouth, but there is absolutely stitching all along the edges here. D1, along the shoulder, along the neck, along the chest.
Okay, so
What would you like to do?
I'll spread that news to everybody to say that thing on the throne's an abomination of sorts. I say I'm just gonna throw out the idea that we search the chest for a key. There's a keyhole on the throne.
Interesting.
Quick, check his skin pockets.
Oh God.
Jesus.
Yeah, how much gold did we pick up?
Oh, from here, from the chest,
Yeah.
235.
Damn.
Also, you picked up a red ruby.
There actually is one other thing I do want to try and do with this throne, since we're tinkering with him.
Yeah.
Could I slide? I guess my hands wore off, so could I just like slide my butt to the edge of the chair and see if I can give it like a hard nudge and see if it moves at all?
Oh, you mean the whole throne itself?
Yeah, the entire chair.
Yeah. Griff, roll an athletics check for me, please.
Athletics.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Look at that, 25. So,
Fuck yeah.
Griff, you kind of put your back side into it, right? Just like the very top of your hips, kind of down onto your butt, just a bit, to kind of give
Back
yourself
it up.
some leverage, Back it up. And you bend your knees slightly to give yourself some leverage, and you push against it. It's just about as hard as you can with the strength that you have right now, Griff. And with your 25, Griff, even with your 25, there doesn't seem to be a single inch of movement, not even a fraction of an inch. Yeah.
One of these days.
It was a cool idea. It was a great idea.
All right. Yeah, that's pretty much
Throne
it.
is solid, yeah. And now there's that mace there. I'm a little worried about what happens when we grab that mace, though.
Yeah.
Considering
This thing looks like it likes it.
it does. I'm gonna use Rummy again to very closely inspect the mace. Is it being clenched in his hand, or is it just lying there loose?
Very nice. These are such great questions, you guys. So Rummy flies up without any more further investigations. You fly up here, Rummy does, and the mace itself seems to be the head of it is on the ground because it's very, very big, very long. And the handle of it I knew it was coming.
God damn.
The handle of it is up on the thigh, the upper thigh, and then actually clutched around the hands and the wrist of the right hand itself.
So his hand is gripping the handle.
It is, yeah, kind of backwards, if you would, not like in attack mode, but kind of in the opposite way. It's kind of
Like
clutching it.
overhand, kind of.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna focus back on the chest, I think, and this one here is right in front of me, so...
Okay.
I honestly think I'm just gonna try to open it.
Sure. The chest is locked. It has a keyhole.
Okay.
So you can absolutely, if you'd like to go ahead and pick it, you...
Let me look at my lockpick situation.
And as you all stand here, kind of look around,
We got Brandy.
yeah, it doesn't seem like you're any kind of, you don't feel any sense of urgency for the moment. Although it's very creepy being in here with such a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of keeping one eye on that thing. I don't trust it.
Yeah, maybe I'll go. I could try this unless you want to try picking this lock here on this chest, Brandy.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. Why not?
Okay. Yeah. This is
What could
definitely
go
locked.
wrong?
I mean, what's the worst that could happen? I mean,
Nice.
I mean,
Famous
the
buzzword.
Sphinx only had flamethrower, so I mean, it couldn't be worse than that, right?
We can take
Is
some of
there-
that.
That's right.
Is there anything in our book about these? From Trebre?
Oh, there you go. I gotta look at Chauncey and go, fuck.
Oh, yeah,
fuck,
good call.
Good thinking.
Great idea.
Anything?
He's not all sword hands.
He's not all
Goddamn.
that. That's right.
Sword brains.
Sword brain. I am going to flip through the book and look for anything that's referencing a corpse on a throne.
Sure, yeah.
Yes. Okay. D1. This is one of those occasions, man, where, and we talked about this before, and we always have great conversations about this, but this is one of those occasions where I feel like normally I would just ask you to come to the whisper room with me, but I don't know
Yeah.
if that's good or not. It's up to you. I'll ask you.
I don't think it's necessary because I think
All right.
whatever information I see, I will relay.
You're just
to the
gonna
party
relay
anyways.
it,
Yeah.
right? Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. Okay, so I have to ask. So,
Yeah.
nice,
No, that's awesome.
awesome,
That's
cool.
perfect, actually.
All right, so, all right, D1, you flip past the page with the star separated in the middle. With it seems to be the key to open a door. You see, you rotate it clockwise, and it opens the door. And actually, you actually see there's a brazier, a picture of a brazier here too, with the two pieces of star kind of chucked in. And you see there's a note here, if activation occurs. Yeah. And you kind of flip the page. And so the next page pertains to a throne. You actually do see a throne. However, on the throne, there seems to be very oddly a needle and thread. And there seems to be a jar that has a little tag on it, D1, that is actually labeled blood. And it's sitting on the throne next to a key and a keyhole that seems to be up on the throne itself. You can see there's if you look there, there's a keyhole down into the right side of the armrest of the throne there. You can see it. It's very odd to you, considering that there doesn't seem to be any visible doors or anything of the like in the room here, aside from a couple of stone slabs kind of symmetrically placed in the room here, aside each side of the throne.
Okay, so we need
Yeah.
a key and something to do with a jar of blood.
And there's also an inscription, D1, next to the picture.
Okay.
The ingredients required to forge a golem. And below that, you can also see there's a couple of little scribbles there. It also states a golem to guard the key to the entrance of the vault.
Sounds like we're definitely gonna fight this thing.
I'm thinking the thing's gonna try to come to life. We need a jar of blood. I think we need it to come to life to get past, though.
I think so.
You think the flesh? Think there's enough blood in the flesh already to kind of? I mean, we could kind of drain the body.
Try to drain the blood of the body. Well, before we do that, we do have 5 chests sitting in front of us, 4 chests sitting in front of us.
You do.
I mean, I'd hate to start dismembering a fucking stitched together corpse before we check for a simple jar of blood sitting in a chest. Right.
Get our hands dirty.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm ready for fucking alien autopsy quite yet.
What? It's in the news. It's in the
I was about to say.
I'll try and kick open the chest in front of me.
Oh, you're gonna kick it open? Just kick it open.
Try to.
I love that idea, Ronan. I love, dude. You know what? You surprise me sometimes, and I love it. I love it. Ronan, roll an athletics check for me. You know what? And do it with advantage, because. Just because.
Oh, there you go. Nat 20
what?
on the fucking second roll.
Oh my God! Are you serious right now, Ronan? You know what? You feel invigorated after that fight, and you've been having a really good day. You know, you walked in here. You kind of figured out this very odd puzzle, and you walk in this room. You see these chests. You figure out that these sphinxes, these hollow forms, are traps in a manner of speaking, and you figure it out without any clues at all. And now you come here and you say, I've had a lucky day, and you kick at the chest, Ronan, and the chest opens. How about that?
Yeah,
How about that for a good day? No, so the chest itself is full of, believe it or not, gems.
More gems.
There's about 30 gems in here.
Nice.
Oh my God, man, keeps getting better.
Nice. No key though.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say
No
any key. Yeah.
I don't see one.
All right. Well, I'll call Brandy over to inspect this one here.
Yeah.
Right in front of me.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm saying I'm not bad at lock picking, but I think you're a little shiftier at it than I am. Let's see if you can pop this mofo open.
Yeah, let's try it.
All right. Go ahead and roll a lockpick check for me. Is that even what it's called?
Thieves tools.
Thieves
Use your
tools.
Thieves tools. Ah! That's right. I know. Oh, yeah.
21.
Well, look, she didn't even actually need it. So my DC, I have like a plus here, but I'm just gonna roll it just because why not, right? And you beat it by 3 points.
Okay.
Very nice.
Good.
So, Brandy, you open the chest.
Yeah.
It is full of very. What's up? Sorry.
Oh, I thought. Yeah, you're right. I should have given her guys. Next one, she rolled good enough, so thank God. But yeah.
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 So it's full of ceremonial garments, Brandy. Really, really nice fabric. Like there's some velvet here. And a lot of the fabric that's here has like silver and gold kind of threading all throughout it. It seems to be, and it's actually quite funny. You hold one up to you, Brandy, and it's so big that you would just be totally completely wrapped up in it.
Are you saying I'm short?
Don't let Peter Dinklage know.
Oh, that's horrible. Say no. Great. Oh my God.
He'll make sure you never work again.
Oh Jesus. So in total, there are 3 robes. So if you want to add that to your list, they're all pretty much the same. Pretty much the same length, but they're just they're exquisite. They're probably, if you wanted to sell them, they would probably fetch a pretty penny, or gold, or copper.
Oh yeah, are they okay? That's good. I think we've gotten 2 robes before I have in my little note here. So if we wanted to have a sleepover, like we would have, we've got a full set.
We've all got smoking jackets.
There you go.
It's true. All right. Very nice. Very nice. Okay,
Why
you have
does
2
my
chests
robe
left.
have a pointy hook?
All right, so I'll come
Wait
and
a minute.
I'll take a look at this blue chest here.
Sure. All right, D1. You open the chest. You want to try and open the chest?
Yeah, I can try to open
All right. So this chest is a little different. It has a handle on the front of it that kind of has like a mechanism that you kind of you can see that you push to the side here. D1. It doesn't seem locked.
I'll swing it open.
All right, D1. As you open the chest, something very peculiar. It's full of ash and charcoal.
Okay.
Do you want to sift through it?
Yeah, looking specifically for a key or an amulet or any kind of stones.
Sure. Yeah. So you want to get your hands in there and start just rummaging around?
One hand.
One hand?
But
Okay.
I'll rake through it with my fingers like a automatic cat fucking.
Cat box.
Like an automatic cat box, yeah.
Go gadget cat love.
I mean, you are a part technology, part
That's right.
machines.
Oh, look at automatic
One of those,
cat box.
one of those raking cat litter boxes that you
Yeah.
can buy. Yeah.
Oh my god. You guys are hilarious. I love you. All right. You begin to wake. You begin to wake through. You begin to rake through the ash and the charcoal here. And D1, there doesn't seem to be anything in this chest aside from ash and charcoal. It's very odd.
All right. Well, I will leave that chest there and make a mental note of that.
Sure.
Then I'll maybe yell up to Brownie. Go. You want to take a look at that red one? Is Brandy there?
Yeah, I think she is.
Oh yes, sir.
Yeah. I was gonna point at the red one and say, "You guys want to take a peek at that one? This one's just ash. We'll have to come back."
Ooh,
to
yes.
this. Yeah. But we can try that red one right beside. Yeah.
Okay, well let's try.
Okay. Oh,
There you go. That was a premature roll,
That's
though,
right.
so you might be able to scratch that one. You're like,
I
actually,
was just so excited.
never mind. And it doesn't matter anyways because,
Say no, you're
So it's a
hilarious.
1, right?
yeah, because
Um,
she gets to re-roll ones anyways.
Yeah. Is that on everything?
It's on a lot of shit. Let me look.
Yeah, can we
Pretty
just
sure.
check? Because that's amazing. If that's
It's ability check or it's attack roll, ability check, or saving throw.
an ability check.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough. You get to
Okay.
re-roll. You get to re-roll. If you get
Let's
another
try
natural
again.
one, though, I think doesn't it stick if she does again?
Yeah,
or did
you
she
have
get-
to. You must use the new roll. It says.
Okay.
Sure,
okay.
sure. That would
Nice.
make sense.
Oh,
Oh,
you did that
Oh,
one. Nice.
So silly.
That's awesome.
She's like, this usually never happens.
That's what I'm so embarrassed.
Oh my god. Jeez, this is insane. All right. Brandy, you begin to you I don't even
She
know.
breaks the lock.
Like initially I was gonna be like, wow, I guess it would break, but in this case, it seems like it's gonna take some time, Brandy, to really crack this lock here. Now, if you want to take like some time in game, like 30 minutes or
Sure,
something,
sure.
I'll go ahead and allow you guys to maybe while you're talking or while you're trying to figure out what to do next,
Yeah.
we'll let you do that, and then we'll let you do another check.
Try and
I'll,
practice it out.
this
Well,
time
sure.
I'll be smart and I'll touch her on the shoulder and give her guidance.
Sure. Okay,
I'll
but
take
before
that
you
for
roll, because it's going to be a little bit of time. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and say, you know what,
Yeah.
we'll have a roll now with guidance if you want,
Okay.
and then we'll do the result. Like we'll go back to everybody and then come back and do the result.
Nice.
Just because time is the penalty in as far as the DMG goes. Like that's how you do it, so that people can actually like open chests.
Yeah.
If you stay there all day, you can open a chest, right? Like eventually.
Sure.
So-
Yeah,
All right.
depending on locks, some locks are time, and some locks the
Yeah.
GM has the option of just raising the DC for it if they want.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Definitely, which I'm not going to do in this case. I'm just gonna cost time. It's all.
awesome.
Yeah, we're gonna be nice to you. So yeah.
So then I'll just check guidance then.
Yep.
I already checked it for you, I think.
I thought you had. I was
Yeah,
like, wait a
nice.
minute.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Perfect. Hey,
That's
way
way
better.
Okay.
That's way
Back
better.
to normal.
Right.
All right, so we will open that chest.
I was
in
just
a
snoozing there
moment.
for a minute, you guys.
Yeah.
All right.
One
The,
eye
the
closed.
first one opened so easy, she thought she could half-ass it, but
You're literally just falling asleep. It's fine.
She usually just rocks them. So, all right, Griff and Ronan.
Right.
We'll go to Ronan here real quick. Ronan, you are kind of standing in between the two columns here, two pillars, kind of looking around. I take it. You notice the ceilings in here about 15 feet high. You see there's some decorations, kind of some painting. All very old, very, very old in here. If you get a good look, you might be able to see more. But I figured I'd give you something since you're standing here looking around. Is there anything you'd like to do?
Is there anything up on the ceiling that looks like an eye?
That looks like an eye.
Yeah, like how those rugs were laid out. And there was something in the book about it, wasn't there?
There was. Ronan, roll an investigation check for me.
Making all of those.
You are making a lot of those tonight. You can see quite well in here as well. 11.
Or can I?
You kind of move to the middle of the room here, Ronan. Kind of squint. Just a bit. You squint and you look up on the ceiling, Ronan, and what you see startles you for a moment. You see an exact layout of this room upside down, painted on the ceiling, with a carpet of an eye directly above where you're standing.
That's fucking weird.
There's a throne. There's a corpse in the throne. There are columns, banners.
I'll holler over to Griff. Hey, bring those carpets over here.
Huh. All right.
I guess we'll lay out the carpets to match what's on the ceiling.
Sure. Absolutely do that. And
So would the carpets just go back in their original spot, or
no, because originally they were
whoops.
they were under Brandy?
they were under Brandy.
Oh,
so
God.
It'd be like slid to the side a little.
That was crazy, right?
The whole room starts shaking.
I know. It's like, oh my god.
We literally have the floor.
Nice.
It's so stupid.
Yeah. So yeah, you
rug
put the
is
carpet.
more like up towards like in between the two pillars,
Yeah.
pretty much in the painting.
Yeah. So, and I'll just go ahead and say, for the sake of it, guys, that you go ahead and lay the carpet back down. I'll put it back down before the next session, but you put it back down here, in the exact same way, to emulate, what you see on the ceiling. Doesn't seem to be any bit of a change, though.
Strange. I'm gonna do something very stupid. I want to walk up to the exactly, good preface. I want to walk up to the corpse guy and just like cross my blades in an X and just like hold him up to his neck and decapitate him.
Holy fuck.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're gonna just try and chop him and chop his head off.
Once
do-
again, Ruby's gonna look at Griff and
You're gonna scoot away. Nice.
We need the blood, Rummy. We need the blood.
the blood.
All right, Griff. As you get close and you place your blades in a kind of a crossed position here, up close, and slowly get close to the corpse here in front of you, and you put your blades on either side of the neck, quite wide from what you can see, and you begin to try and slice the flesh. almost like a pair of scissors. I would imagine.
Hell yeah.
There is
Scissor hand.
there is resistance, Griff. And you are unable to penetrate the neck.
Huh. Can I puncture the flesh at all?
You cannot. There seems to be some kind of powerful field, if you will, kind of attached to this thing, whatever it may be, kind of preventing you from piercing it or slashing it.
I'm just gonna shout back to the group like, hey, are you guys seeing this? There's
Yeah,
no way to
that's,
damage this thing.
Those are some sharp swords, so for them not to be able
Yeah.
to cut that is interesting. I'm like, you could try taking his mace away, see if that pisses him off.
Sure, I'll try and give the mace like a kick, just to see if it slides away.
There's no movement.
Like it's hanging
Oh.
on to it almost there.
Mm-hmm.
While they were doing all that, did anything on the ceiling change?
Nothing. Good observation, though. Good question, Ronan.
Strange.
Yeah, we got this ash here.
Yeah, let's see what's in this chest. Might have that
Yeah,
blood.
take a couple
All
of
right.
steps back, just
Yeah.
away from the corpse.
Sure. Okay. Brandy,
Yeah.
it has been a little bit of time has passed here, and Griff and Ronan kind of, we're trying to make some headway with the corpse here. And you managed to pop the lock after enough time with your 24. I can see
Yes.
there. Which well done. That's actually it's a high DC on this chest, so well done.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Well, it took a few tries.
Yeah, it's a couple of tries, but you know what? You know, it was a learning experience, and now you're a little bit better than you were before. So,
That's right.
so all right.
Just because
So
the first one's easy doesn't mean they're all easy.
it's the truth.
Dating advice.
I was about to say.
Jeez.
Are we
That's
still
awesome.
talking about the chest here?
That's
Personal
funny.
philosophy.
That's right.
So, as the lid opens, there you can see that there is like kind of like a drawer almost, or a liftable shelf, if you will.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
do.
That you can kind of lift out. On the top of it, in the shelf kind of part of itself, there are a scattering of parchment with many looks like different things written on it. You can see there are symbols, there are numbers, sketches of very odd looking contraptions and such. If you lift out this section below it, there's another little section in the chest here, and there's a stack of books. There are about 4 of them, all different sizes. Most of them pretty small as books go. But there are one of them in particular that's wrapped in kind of a heavy black leather band, many times and then tied.
Ooh, okay.
There's a kind of an eye symbol burned into the front of it.
Ooh, spooky.
Yeah. As well as some clothing, it seems like maybe a pair of slippers or some of such, maybe a very soft deer hide sorts, very nice, very expensive. Doesn't look like they've been worn very much at all. There's also a long black robe, quite plain actually, and a necklace in here that seems to have a couple of little odd baubles on it. Looks like a piece of wood that's carved that to look like maybe like a tooth or something that's hung on there, as well as another piece of wood that's carved to resemble some sort of a flying animal, maybe like an eagle or something. It's very peculiar. One other thing you notice in the bottom is an inkwell and a quill. It's in there. It's in a very nice box, kind of dyed with a pretty nice walnut kind of a deep wood stain And as you open the box, you can see the quill in there is made out of a very long, like red feather with some kind of little dashes of yellow and white on the very tips.
Okay.
Very, very nice. Looks very high quality from what you can tell. Yeah.
D1
And an
can,
inkwell.
take a eyeball that inkwell very closely.
Sure. Yeah.
You like the sight of that?
I don't mind, writing utensils are handy for spell books.
Oh, there you go.
So, I'm trying to think of what you just found in there that's helpful for this corpse in the end of the room, though.
Well, the black notebook with the eyeball on it, I was gonna give to the wizard over here. See what he thought of it. That probably has something to do with something, unless it's just an empty notebook.
Yeah, I'll open it up and see if I can see what it is. Do I recognize it immediately, or is it a foreign language?
Oh, I'm sorry. The which notebook?
She said there was a
The
black
black
notebook.
one?
Oh, the heavy.
Yeah.
Okay. The one with the burnt eye on the front of it.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. You notice there's probably maybe 3 or 4 knots tied in the as before it's wrapped. Do you want to untie the knots?
Yeah, with my sailor years, I'm pretty good at knots.
Nice. You just do it in record time. Just
Yeah, like 42
Bro.
years at sea, I can deal with a knot or two.
it's perfect.
No, that's naughty.
Yeah, that's
That's
great.
not-
so stupid.
You did not. Yeah.
You did.
All right. Yeah. So you unknot it. You untie it one at a time. There's probably 4 knots. You get through, and you begin to unwind this notebook, and you begin to smell sulfur. D1 as you begin to unwind this notebook here. You continue.
Yeah, I'll keep
Okay.
going.
All right. You begin to unwind even further until you come to the end. Last couple of winds. You notice as soon as you unwind the last section here, and you open the notebook. Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
The notebook opens. The first page is black. It's completely black. Doesn't seem to be anything on it. And as you begin to turn the pages in the book, they begin to fill with sketches. It's an underground labyrinth of sorts. Many rooms. There seems to be a central room with it looks like a throne in the middle of it, weapons racks and such scattered around. Some benches. Higher spots on the left and the right, maybe balconies, if you will, as well as sketches of large creatures, much larger than anything you've seen in the wilderness. D1. These things, they have trees beside them. They make the trees look they're about halfway up the body. They're huge, and instead of hands, they have blades, and they seem to be chopping down maybe armies, groups of men on a battlefield. There's you can go on and flip through the pages here, D1. The funny thing is, at the end of the book here, when you flip through all the way to the end, there's a white page that's completely white, and with just a single sketch of an eyeball on it. And it's a shocking thing, D1, but as you begin to move around, move your hand around the page and your head around the page, the eyeball follows you. The sketch of the eyeball, rather.
Interesting. I'll show this all to Brandy. Go. What do you make of this?
Okay, Brandy, do you look like actually like touch the book, open it, and look through it?
I don't know, man. I've been cursed before.
Yeah, I'll probably still be holding it and just sort of tilt it to it.
Sure.
Say, what do you think?
So, Brandy, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's about all. I would look at it with my eyeballs.
Give it a sniff.
Perfect.
Does it pass
So,
the smell test?
Randy, the first page is completely black, and you kind of focus in on that, and then as you turn to the second page here, the pages seem to populate themselves into sketches.
Oh.
And there's a sketch that you see. It's laid out really familiar to you, like an old a manor that from somebody that you had your eyes on taking, liberating some of their goods, maybe. But relocating, perfect. You can see there's clearly here a courtyard sketched out with kind of a back path to a grate along an underside of like a ravine or something, and you can see like you knew where that was, but you could be sure that no one else could possibly have known, because it was such a tucked away place and it was very hidden by foliage and overgrowth and stuff. And so as you begin to look further into the book here, you find more and more there's sketches of lots of different kinds of things, heaps and heaps of treasure. There seems to be one here of something that looks like maybe some kind of a large dragon creature, only it's I don't know, it seems to be has many appendages. It's the book seems very weird to you. It seems to be populating on its own. Yeah, and by the time you get to the end, Brandy, there's a white page with an eyeball that seems to be following you as you look around, as you kind of move around to kind of see what its reaction would be.
I'm gonna look at Brandy and go, I don't know quite how useful that necessarily is, but I do have an idea. So we got these 2 braziers out. Do you still have those flasks of oil, Brandy?
Yeah.
I'm like, try dousing this corpse in oil. And I am gonna come
We're gonna set Grandpa on fire. All right, let's go.
I gotta go up here.
They do.
I gotta try to very carefully, without like dumping the fire, pick the brazier up and carry it back over to the corpse.
What's the worst that can happen?
Can I move it? Oh, I can. Okay, so so now I'm gonna look at Brandy. I'm gonna say, yeah, throw a flask of oil on this, and I'm just gonna turn this brazier upside down right on this motherfucker.
Oh my god!
Let's have a bonfire, baby. Let's go.
We want to try the keyhole on that throne first.
Oh, you try lockpicking it?
I like this method.
Yeah.
We never thought to lockpick it. That's a good point, but
just
we might
monkey
be
brain.
Right.
Just fucking pounding on.
Or we make a fucking mess.
I mean, we could still do that after. I don't think we're gonna burn a stone keyhole.
No, that's true. That's true.
I like the ooga booga caveman brain.
And I mean,
Burn him up.
if he's gonna come in live, yeah, I'd rather have him dead before we bring him to life.
Who do we think he is, by the way?
Well, I'm thinking it's not a he, it's a them.
Yeah, but who are they? Well, that's okay.
Were they all human is the question. It looks like several different beings here.
Down here in the labyrinth
it's
fighting.
a definite Frankenstein.
Alright, well, let's kill him. I mean, burn him up.
Yeah.
No,
Alright, so Brady will douse him in oil, and I'm going to turn the flaming brazier upside down on him.
Oh
Yeah,
my god!
I don't like the look of that guy.
I love it. Okay, so
It's Bruce Jenner.
as
Right.
oh,
God.
oh no!
I'm sorry.
Just brutal. That's nice. That's beautiful.
Oh shit! All right, so you douse him. I can like visualize this, and it's hilarious.
Yeah.
I'm just shaking oil on him and running away.
That's right.
Nice.
Oh man, I love D&D. You are dousing him in oil.
Yes.
And then you turn the brazier upside down
Start shaking the coals on his
and just shaking the embers all over him. The oil catches on fire, absolutely certainly, as the hot coals kind of go down in between his legs and down onto the ground. However, after the oil itself all burns off, you see that there is no effect.
It's like the
Yeah.
goddamn Terminator.
It is a Terminator.
Yeah, I didn't think that was gonna work.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was worth a try. We could burn him up before he starts swinging that mace at our faces.
I mean, that's what we got you for, big guy.
That's right.
He's swinging his big fucking anaconda around.
A face for mace.
As you do this, you notice, and we'll just do this because there's no reason to postpone it. Right next to the keyhole, there seems to be a little, I don't even know how else to say it, like a button. It's pretty large in scale, maybe the size of your palm. It certainly looks like a button.
All right. I'll look at everybody else in the room and say, what do you guys think? Try to lockpick the lock and press the button? Should we take the mace away from him first?
We can't take the mace out.
Yeah, Drift tried to kick
Is,
that out of his hand that didn't budge.
No,
Is
I
the
wonder if
mace
we yanked
attached
on it.
to like a wooden handle? Like, could we break the mace?
You could try.
Did the fire do anything to the mace?
It did not.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna have any luck doing anything preemptively.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll look at how brave are you feeling, Brandy? You want to try lockpicking that lock while I hold the button down?
Yeah, well, hey, might as well.
Nice.
Are you going to attempt to lockpick it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll put the
All
razor
right.
down over here, and then
Yeah.
we'll
So,
move up, and I'll tell Brandy to the button and hold it pressed in.
oh, you're going to press the button?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So D1, as soon as you press the button, you hear
Oh,
a
no.
and then a little drawer slides out. There's a fairly large solid needle in there.
Oh. Not a key, but a needle.
Not a key.
I mean, this corpse was shooting up.
Wrong kind of needle.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
I guess we know what killed him.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Fucking OD.
It's pretty thick. It's about the size of your finger.
Stab it.
It's pretty large. It's pretty long actually. Maybe from the tip
What,
of your finger down
What
to your
did it
wrist.
say in Trebraid's book? Like the ingredients to make a golem?
Yeah.
This was something different. This was on the throne. There was a needle.
What could we do with a needle? I mean, we could try sewing his feet together.
No, just stab it. No, seriously, jam that needle in there. I'm pretty sure something will happen.
I'll look up a Ronan and I'll give a shrug, and I'm gonna shove the needle into its eye.
No effect.
No
The
effect,
needle
yeah.
does not penetrate.
Can I sew his ankles together?
So there isn't a hole in the needle. It's more of like a large metal pointy. What the hell? That was weird. I don't know. Something just fell somewhere. I saw it out the corner of my eye. I don't know. It was weird. Yeah. Sorry.
Or
This just looks like something used for puncturing. Just its main purpose is to puncture.
does it look like it would fit in the keyhole?
It could fit in the keyhole, but your first impression is that it's probably something different. But I mean, you're certainly free to try whatever you'd like.
Yeah. Well, maybe I'll give Brandy guidance again and see, is it possible to pick that key in the throne? Pick that lock in the throne?
I mean, I can try.
My God, might be worth a try.
So I'll even so just sorry to cut you off real quick before she goes up to the throne here. Brandy, you realize and we're gonna wrap it up here pretty soon, guys. Don't worry. So you kind of walk up to the throne here, Brandy, just kind of get a good look at the keyhole here, and this keyhole seems different to you, which is saying a lot considering you've seen different keyholes in here already. You tried to pick one not long ago. It took two of you.
What are you talking about?
So and this one seems similar, but much deeper. So you can almost tell almost right away that I mean, you could certainly try to pick the lock, but you might not be able to get deep enough to have a full enough effect.
Have we tried searching this corpse's body for a key? Like looking
You have
around
not.
the throne, see if he's sitting on it, see if it's like in his other hand, or just search him and see if there's a key anywhere on the body.
You have not,
Check
but
his skin pockets.
for the sake of just for the sake of time and stuff, I'll tell you. When Rummy did his investigation and stuff, I kind of I took some stuff into account there for you, and so to you, this just looks like a stitched together something sitting here on the throne that seems very oddly impenetrable by any kind of aggressive manner at the moment.
Okay.
Doesn't seem to be any key, any kind of items or anything like that. As a matter of fact, the throne itself seems to be sitting on a very odd, multi-layered stone something. It's like it's almost, I don't know. It's very odd, but you can tell the room itself is very decorative. So
Yeah.
that's about it. That's about all that's there, except for the keyhole and the little shelf or the little drawer that popped out that kind of revealed a little puncturing device.
Okay. I'm gonna show the needle to everybody. I have any ideas where this thing could go, guys?
It's not a needle that's used for bloodletting, right?
I'm thinking it's more of a sewing needle.
So
There doesn't seem to be
we
a
have
hole.
the carpets. Maybe we could sew the carpets together.
Oh, there's no hole to put thread through, so it's like more like a pin needle.
Yeah, it's like a It's like it seems like it's for puncturing.
Like flesh, pretty much.
So what in the room can we puncture? The Sphinx?
I think it needs us to puncture ourselves.
Blood? I don't have blood. I've got basically fucking hydraulic sap.
Yeah,
in
me
my
neither.
veins. I look at Brandy, I go, you look like you got a pint.
Oh, nothing in there. What are you saying?
I'm gonna.
I think it's for us, guys.
I'm gonna stick my hand in a little bit of like sort of
no.
amberish, reddish sap's gonna come out of my hand, and I'm gonna look at you guys and shrug.
Oh, what are you doing? I'm sorry.
I just gonna to demonstrate to the room. I'm gonna stick the needle in my own hand.
Yeah.
And hold it up as like
There's no blood.
this amberish, this reddish amber sap sort of drips out from my hand. And then I'm gonna look at the three of them, and I'm just gonna give them the hand up shrug.
Listen, I don't want us to end up like that stitch-up corpse there. What if this is some kind of sorcery of devilish design?
The book actually did say blood.
Well, the painting as well. Like, is there a vial of blood in the painting above us?
It's really far, but from what you can tell, there isn't that much detail. It's just enough to kind of show you it's kind of like a mirror image.
Yeah, what are we supposed to do with the blood if we have it?
Well,
there doesn't seem to be a jar or anything. Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you.
No, a jar would be helpful. There's a chest full of ashes, and there's a corpse.
It's got to be ingredients to something. I just don't know what.
Yeah. Well,
We're baking a cake.
We could take an empty potion bottle and fill it full of blood, and then figure out what to mix in there.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking as well. Get all of us to kind of contribute.
Well, I'll walk over to the ash chest.
Yeah,
and
Ronan.
I'll, like, cut my finger and drop a couple of drops of blood into it. Does anything happen?
Into the ash chest?
Yeah.
No, but that's fantastic. That's a great idea, Ronan.
Um,
I love how we're just spreading blood everywhere.
great.
Great.
Since you're bleeding, you want to drip a couple drops into this dude's mouth?
Sure.
I mean, it looks like something that drinks blood.
He doesn't look
That's
thirsty.
scary.
All right, Ronan. So, are you just kind of like holding your hand over?
D1 will sort of. Can I hold its mouth open and tilt its head back a bit?
It's not really like you can't really interact with, like, you can't move it or adjust it or anything. But I mean, you can certainly like drop some blood onto it if you want.
Yeah, I'll just smear
Yeah.
my finger across its forehead.
Okay. Ronan, for a moment, there's a feeling. It quickly subsides, but there's no effect.
That was a few drops. I wonder what a jar's worth would do.
I don't know.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to move you. Shit.
All I got is
Congratulations.
potion vials.
Yeah, well, I got an empty potion bottle too.
Maybe we can just give it lupus or hepatitis or
That's
something.
right, hepatitis. that's the key.
Hell yeah.
That's right.
If
Hepatitis
anyone's got
key.
hepatitis, it's the guy with red skin for sure.
Oh man.
You would not be wrong. I've got all the named brand.
There you go. Alright, I'm gonna grab an empty potion bottle, and I'm gonna hold it up to Bat and see if he can squeeze as much as he can in there. Or to, Ronan.
Yeah, I'll drop a bunch of fucking blood in the vial.
Then I'm gonna hold the jar and the needle, hand them to Brandy.
Hey,
I'm just gonna smile.
Oh, nice. So you're gonna drip some blood into the vial here.
We're gonna try to fill up an empty potion bottle with blood.
Wow, you're gonna try and fill it up.
Yeah,
As
well,
long as I don't start feeling fucking woozy.
potion bottles I think are fairly small, but yeah, like a cup of blood.
Well, that's a lot of blood, but that's okay.
Yeah, you go over to your neighbor, you ask for a cup of blood.
That's right. Can I
Normal
borrow a
stuff.
cup of blood? Exactly. So,
So I'm
Brady,
still afraid of some kind of weird procedure where we're gonna get turned into zombies and get stitched up together.
that could be a problem for sure.
At
That's
least I have
awesome.
hands.
That's so funny.
Well, not
All
my
right.
hands.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so you I'm trying to like visualize this and it's hilarious to me. So you are trying to fill up a potion bottle with blood.
Yeah, and I'll put a little fucking hydraulic sap in there as well.
All right.
Yeah, everybody kick in.
That's right.
Oh my god.
A little by sap blood.
All right. Yeah, so the bottle gets passed around here. What are we using to puncture ourselves? Dagger or what are we doing?
The needle.
You're gonna use the needle?
Yeah, I use the needle. I passed it to
Okay.
Brandy, yeah.
All right, so Brandy, you're gonna use the needle too?
Listen, I'm gonna let everyone else use the needle, and then I'm gonna use a dagger.
needles.
This is great.
I'm gonna use one of my own weapons, and I cleaned
Okay.
off.
Oh my god!
Nice.
What are we doing? Oh shit!
I don't need to get cooties.
That's true. Oh my god.
All right. God.
I still don't understand.
I'll
what we're
hold
supposed
the
to do with
vial.
blood once we have it.
There you go.
Throw it in the air.
Yeah.
Fly off into
I'm gonna look at Brandy's uneasiness, and I'm gonna pull my bandana down, and I'm gonna put the needle in my mouth and try to clean it. But because I have no saliva, it comes out the exact same as how I started.
Hold on, I got this for you. I'll clean it.
That's right.
Oh, shit. All right.
We're gonna need a fucking magic spell to cure our AIDS.
Let me help you guys.
Yeah.
Oh,
A new
shit.
meaning to the AIDS spell.
All right.
Is there like a cure disease or some shit?
There is.
Yeah.
Oh,
We don't
that's
have
hilarious.
it though.
Does it work on AIDS?
Oh, it's a virus.
I don't know.
You gotta go visit a temple for that one.
Oh, fuck.
I mean, they called him
All right.
Magic Johnson for a reason.
Oh, it's horrible. That's horrible. Okay. So, what are we doing with the potion bottle full of blood, and the needle?
I'm gonna look through the book and try to read over what it said about that bottle of blood.
Sure. So the sketch that you see is there's a throne, and on the seat of the throne there is a needle with a hole in it, not the same kind that you see here. There seems to be thread beside it, and then there's also a little vial of blood, and there's a key as well.
So we have the needle, we have a little bit of the blood. We don't have the thread, though.
No, and this needle doesn't have a hole to put thread through.
Do we know, can we see what color the thread is?
It's kind of sketched.
Pencil color.
Pencil colored, yeah.
Pencil color.
Damn.
Can we maybe like unravel one of these rugs? Maybe get some thread that way?
Has anybody
know.
stuck themselves with this pin yet? Am I the only one that has?
Yeah.
I love how we're just, yeah.
I'm gonna look at Ronan.
Funky.
I'm gonna look at Ronan and say, actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take that vial, and I'm gonna dip the pin into the vial to get it covered.
Ooh.
To get it coated in blood.
Okay. All right, and so you dip the pin into the vial or the needle or whatever, yeah. And it's coated in blood, yeah.
All right, then I'm gonna take the bloody needle and try to force it into this creature's heart.
Wow, great. Okay. As you pull the needle up out of the vial of the bottle of blood here, the collected blood, the blood actually kind of like is almost sucked into the needle itself, as you see like the needle becomes almost like a rust color as you plunge the needle into the chest of this creature. There's no resistance, D1, as the creature begins to move around slowly, and you see bubbles and waves, ripples throughout the creature as it begins to shift and sit upright. As it sits completely upright and looks in your direction, D1, it grabs its mace. It grabs its mace. You see the very distinct looking shape of something that seems to be in the stomach of this creature that seems to be protruding. You can see the edges of it. It's almost key-shaped in the edge, like in the torso of this creature as it stands up and it raises its mace at you. And that's what we're going to call it for this evening.
Oh, damn.
You did it.
Very nice.
All right.
All right, everyone. So next week we will come for battle. Come for an actual battle, everyone.
Hell yeah.
Are you sure
Okay.
about that?
I hope. I hope. All right,
God,
great job, everybody. That was a great week. As a matter of fact,
Oh,
I
yeah.
want, I'd like everybody gains a point of inspiration for tonight. Everybody did awesome. I love all of you guys. All you guys had great ideas. All you guys played well. Like it was fun. So,
Yeah.
yep. Add a point of inspiration to your sheet.
Okay.
All right.
Still had one.
Nice. So you have two. So how we're doing it in the other group is you can only ever have two. You can give it away if you want. You can't ever have more than two. So if you gain another inspiration next game, you'll just have to use it next game.
How do you
Alright,
add
cool.
more than one?
Oh yeah, I remember. us talking.
I just wrote a note on my bio page that I have an extra. There's not really
Nice.
space, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
That
like,
works.
keep a note of it or something. I have a note here too. So
Nice.
awesome.
No,
Great job, everybody. That was fun. Good night.
Nice.
It was a good night.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, that was
Alright.
great, man.
Sweet.
I feel like we should have identified everything we had.
I know.
Yeah?
We'll have time though.
I just love how
Wasted a lot of
cautious we
time
were.
already. I don't
Right.
really feel like time is a factor. Dude might be dead, but honestly, I was
mean,
kind of
Trevor
okay.
is dying. That is true. But you know,
it might just suck to be him at the end of this.
yeah. I mean, we save him or we don't. But alright, guys, I will stop the recording if everybody's good.
Ah, nice.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.